I welcome you guys all today. You have to understand today is a very beautiful day. You have to understand why. I need you to understand because of growth. I understand that anybody who understands growth today understands that it's a great day all the time because growth means great legacy. I understand that anybody who goes and makes a career for themselves every single day is one that's going to promote themselves on Instagram and YouTube because that's how to go about it today. Or as it's called Instagram marketing and YouTube marketing, and understanding that if you want to advertise yourself, you do it for free. I mean, go the free way every single day and understand that anything that costs you money, or there's nothing costs money anymore. You understand? Because what is money? Or there's money is information. Or there's anything that's plastic money is wisdom. You have to understand you don't work for plastic money, you work for wisdom. You understand that plastic money will never resort to a better life. I promise you that teaching somebody something that's going to help them will. Understand that those people who actually teach something for nothing and that are teaching actually excellence attitude every single day, who have an excellence program every single day, in terms of who have an excellence program, will understand they have a great attitude all the time because they have an excellence program. You understand? Or as they're giving an excellence attitude, or as they're giving an excellence persona, in terms of excellence persona in your life. Understand that no matter what, that when you're excellence, or else you never laugh at that, because guess what? You never laugh at life. You make sure you live life in an excellence manner. You understand? Because mannerism with excellence means controversy, and anything that's controversy today means a greater public speaker. So when you're when you're an individual who understands that no matter what, that we're all individuals every single day, you understand that we're divine beings. Understand that when you're speaking in a public scenario every single day, you understand to always lift people and encourage people to really stand by in a way that they're growing. You have to understand that when you're motivating people every single day to become the best version of themselves, understand that's why I call my program here today an excellence program, because it helps you to grow and it feeds you some ideas every single day. And I understand that when I feed you some ideas, I feed myself some ideas for my great legacy today. I understand that's why I'm always outworking everybody, because I understand that when I work and work and work and outwork you, I understand I do more than you, and I also reap more in this lifetime. I also get more success. I gain more success because I give more, I sow more, I reap more every single day. I'm always something more positive. I always have a YouTube channel, you can come and check it out. I understand every single day that I'm always teaching upon my life and how to really be great every single day, because every single day is a new performance and every single day is a new persona. Or else every single day your persona must change into a greater one, and you must understand that anything that's great today is always changing. Understand that no matter what, that your legacy must be greater every single day, because I understand that's why I'm here today, because guess what, I realize my legacy today must be greater. I understand your legacy must be greater, but guess what, everybody is alone in making their legacy come true. Understand that when you want to do something very special in your life, you have to understand you have to grow people, and that's the number one conclusion in life, which is the beginning of life in growth. You have to understand you have to grow people right now to understand what you have every single day. You have to have an idea. You have to give it. You have to give your soul. You have to give your heart. You have to give everything about you. You have to understand that when you give everything about you, you give your story. You give the person you are. You give the divine nature you are, because we're all divine beings. So I understand that every single day I meditate, I make sure that my meditation is much greater than yesterday. I make sure to focus upon what I do. I understand that what I do is growth every single day. I understand to focus on my mindset and have a great mindset every single day, because the greatest mindset in the world is going to teach you something every single day. I understand that's why I'm always developing myself in I develop myself in who I am. I give you all the abundance and material in terms of wisdom and knowledge and plastic money and everything you ever need. I'll give you Ferraris. I'll give you a plastic mansion. I'll give you a toy. I'll give you any type of toy on the planet. I mean, what do you want? I'll give it to you in wisdom. I'll give you an idea about how to get it. You understand? Because what it is, I realize, is inside work. I understand inside over outside. I realize anything that's inside is spiritual. I realize anything that's outside wants to hurt the world. You understand? Because when you're living outside, or as many people go and reach for drugs, and they reach for other people, and they try to kill other people because they're reaching outside. You never reach outside, you go inside, because outside is not you. You have to understand, you are inside. You're always living in your house, which is your body. You must live inside to be spiritual. You cannot live in your wife. You have to live in your body. You understand? Because that's your house. You have to understand the house of your body is your eye. have to understand that you have to have an I every single day. You have to understand you have to be performing in a different way all the time. And it's not a race against other people, but it's a race to outdo you and everybody else. I must outdo you and your family and your kids and everything. You understand? I must do more work than all of you. You understand? Because that's what success is every single day in my heart. I understand that every single day that Jesus outdoes the world. But Jesus doesn't outdo me anymore. You understand? Because I now outdo Jesus, because guess what? I realize over the next 72 years, I know my I. I know my I, and guess what? Either way, I love Jesus, because guess what? I'm here today living life. You understand? I understand that either way, everybody must be a greater persona. I realize everybody must adapt quickly, and right now, you must adapt spiritually. Right now. You understand? You must do something right now to become more spiritual and to become greater and greater and greater, because it's never too late to have a great legacy. Or else it's never too late to help a soul. Or else it's never too late to get what you want. Or else whatever you want can be written down. And when you write things down in terms of your thoughts, which are things, I realize all your thoughts today are things. You have to write your thoughts down if you want to achieve your greatness. You understand? Because guess what? I understand Jesus wrote the Bible down. You understand? Because by Jesus' story, or else Jesus' disciples were writing behind him about every single move that Jesus makes. Because you can understand that Jesus Christ is God. You understand? You have to understand that. You can see in the Bible, you can see the truth in life. Or to understand this, that information doesn't hurt a soul. I understand that I never believe in the crowd. I believe more in the crowd. You understand? Or else when I believe more in the crowd, I'll find more in the crowd. Or else when I find more in the crowd, I'll find more information. I'll find more statistics. I'll find more results. I'll find more knowledge. I'll find something to do. I'll find something more in that. Otherwise, when I go more into the crowd, I'll find everything more in my life. I understand that when you just believe the crowd and you don't want more, you understand why you're only the crowd then. You understand? Because you have to want more. You have to be more. You have to understand to desire more. So when you're desiring more, you have to be fury. You have to be passion. You have to be fire in passion. You understand? You have to understand growth. Otherwise, growth is fire. You understand? You have to have big passion for growth. You have to understand that anything in life that's big is also more effective. But guess what? You have to be bigger in effectiveness only. You understand? Alright, sometimes small is better than big. And sometimes big is better than small. You understand? But if you go the better way, otherwise there's nothing better than the better way. You understand? Because the better way is the greatest way. And the better way is the best way. And the better way is the best of the best way. And the better way is the most pure way. And the better way is the Jesus way. Otherwise you must go the better way today. You must have something the better way. You must understand the better idea and the better persona every single day, which is growth. You must understand, growth is your big encouragement today to understand that you must have growth today to live life. You must have an idea after 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 an idea. You must grab them and then you must implement it. You must implement your life with an idea. You have to understand that an idea changes the world, but as long as you take action upon it, you will live your life. You understand? You live your life through taking action. And now when I give you an idea and I say sobriety is better than drugs, I mean I hope that you understand to be sober all your life, because you have a better life. So understand, discipline is courage. And those who understand discipline have anticipation to be the greatest aspect of influence in the millennial that we see today. Otherwise, if you want to be the greatest entrepreneur of 1,000 and 2,000 and 3,000 and 4,000 and 500,000 and the whole life expectancy of this world, you have to do something. You have to grow. You have to understand that the greatest legacies grow and the greatest legacies do more than everybody else. But you have to perform, and you have to understand to perform much greater than you are. You understand? You have to understand that either way, you must be fast about your actions every single day, and you must get to it. You must get to your heart. You must get to a better mindset today. Otherwise, mindset is everything. So those who have a mindset today are the ones who can perform. Or they're the ones who can peak perform. Or they're the ones who can public speak. Or they're the ones who can get up in front of the crowd and public speak daily, because they understand greatness. And greatness is courage. So understand that anybody who can public speak has more courage daily, because they step up in front of a crowd and they understand to go on my YouTube channel and also my Instagram and come check it out. Or every single day I motivate you. So guess what? I need you to be motivated. I need you to motivate yourself daily. I need you to understand that those who motivate themselves daily are the ones who have something to say every single day. Understand, they are the ones who are really powerful. And how are they really powerful? Otherwise, through communication skills, are they powerful? Otherwise, yes. Otherwise, yes, always. Understand, always in communication skills, anybody can have a better life. You must understand to never sit down all day long, but get to work. You understand? You get to work on yourself every single day. I love I. Understand that when I hit myself, I love my I. I say I love I every single day. I never mean to hit anybody, because guess what? I never hit anybody in my life. You have to understand that before in my life, I understand I went through a period of time where I may have caused some violence, but guess what? I realize that is over. I realize now I understand that it's not the solution. I understand that the solution of life is no violence. You have to understand no violence means controversy, and it means talking it out before you hit somebody. You understand? You have to talk it out first. Otherwise, if they want to hit you, you let them hit you, but don't let them destroy you. You understand? Otherwise, now, when you don't let them destroy you, understand you must understand to know your I. You must understand who you are. But let them and accept the world for way, otherwise you accept the world for the way it is every single day, because I understand every single day that everybody has a greater life, whether you like it or not, because either way you're living life, so you're going to have a greater life. You understand? But guess what? You have to work greater. You have to do greater. You have to be greater than you are. You have to understand some people do not work as much, you understand, as others. But why is that? I realize because they're not learning. I realize they're not growing. I realize they're not doing enough. You have to do more enough. You have to understand that you have to be more enough to be spiritual. You have to do something today that's going to give you an idea. I mean, what's going to give you an idea today? You have to read something daily. You have to read and apply, and you have to read and apply, and you have to read and apply information daily, so you can be great daily to understand what excellence is. Understand that excellence is always something of a greater persona, where you can understand a business mindset, an entrepreneur who brands themselves daily and also steps up in front of the people and starts to lead. Otherwise, you lead something. I mean, lead your life every single day. I'm leading my life today. I'm not leading your life. I'm not leading your life. You're walking your own steps. But I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to motivate your steps. You understand? I'm here to make sure that you live up to 100. I'm here as your cheerleader today. I'm like your cheerleader. I'm pumping you up every single day. You understand? I'm giving you the motivation you need to live life. So if you don't want to live life, you make sure to come check me out and follow me for the next 72 years, and you understand why I live a greater life. I live a greater life every single day, understanding my I. I know who I am daily. I know how to perform. I know how to really understand my courage and ability to give my best. I understand when I give my best daily, I understand there's nothing better than that. I understand that when I go and perform and outperform myself and I level myself daily, I understand I'm always better than yesterday, so I always look for ways to level myself today. Because I have 26,000 days and more to live life. Otherwise, I have to level myself every single day. Much more and much more and much more and much more. I have to be 26,000 times much better than myself today, in terms of myself today in I. You understand? Because I have to give you more, I have to feel more, I have to love more, I have to go travel the world for free. You understand? So to do that, I have to help you to get there. You understand? Otherwise, when I help you get life for free, and everything you ever deserve for free, you understand why I get life for free too. Understand? So anything in life that you want, you can get if you help other people get what they want. As Zig Ziglar says, every single day you must be performing. You must understand that when you're performing your talent. So get up on the street and do something. I mean, start performing something in your life. Somewhere in your life, you must be performing. I realize somewhere in your life, you must be performing daily to understand that it's a YouTube channel and it's also Instagram that you need. You have to decipher yourself away from the crowd. You have to understand you have to get away from your friends. You have to get away from your peers. You have to get away from your family, because they don't consider you great. I consider you great all the time. So guess what? I realize everybody's great over here. Promise you, everybody has a greatness attitude. You have to understand that either way, you must be greater. You must understand you must be better than you are. I always have to be better than this. I have to be better than this, you understand? I have to be better and better and better to understand my life. Or my life expectancy is to live over the next 72 years or more. You understand? So I'm always here unless somebody kills me in my eye. Or else now nobody can kill my eye. Or else nobody can kill me in my life in terms of my eye. I understand that you can never take away my soul. I understand when Above and Beyond has that beautiful track, you can never take my soul. You understand? You can never take my soul away. You understand? So either way, I realize they killed Jesus on the cross. I realize that you can never take Jesus' Bible away. You understand? So Jesus is still here today, but guess what? You must be more powerful. You must understand that communication is key daily to living a greater life, because the more you practice and practice and practice your life, the better you are. You understand? You're going to be better. You're going to feel better. You're going to use your body language, and you're going to understand something that when you understand, you're going to understand something, you're going to understand yourself the most. you're going to love yourself the most, because love thyself means confidence. And those who have confidence daily are the ones who are going to be greater and greater every single day, because they're the ones who are doing something about it, or else there's something worthy. You understand? Because you have to be worthy to live life. You have to be worthy to live your steps. You have to understand to deserve your life much greater. You have to understand to deserve more is to do more daily, and you have to understand that whatever you're doing today, you have to do it better. You have to do better than what you're doing, because you have to overcome Australia in order to overcome the world. You understand? So to do that, you have to do something to help people first. You have to give a service, and you have to keep going and going and going. And then you do it for 10 years, and do it for 20 years, and 30 years. Such as I today, I'll do this for the next 72 years. I promise you'll be somebody much greater than ever before. You understand? Because it's about me in terms of my life, out-leveling I. I have to out-level myself. I have to compete with my I every single day. So follow me on YouTube and Instagram. You'll understand that no matter what, I'm always something greater. I'm always something much more, because I have an excellence attitude. You understand? Because an excellence attitude is something that has a gratitude in it. You understand? And gratitude is writing it down. I mean, count your blessings. I mean, have you ever heard about what's counting blessings in life? I mean, how many great things have happened to your day today? I mean, how many great aspects of life happened for you today? I mean, come and write it down. I mean, why is it? I mean, why did it happen? I mean, start reasoning. I mean, start learning about your day. I realize that when you're learning about your day every single day and you're writing it down, you understand why you're going to talk about yourself all day long. I realize I talk about myself all day long in my journal today. I'm always talking about myself. I'm talking about myself all day long, because I have no time for you. I've got no time for anybody else. I've just got time for I today. I understand that I'm the most important, or there's nobody else has a plan for me in my life in terms of my I. I only plan my life today. You understand? I promise you, if you fall in the hands of other people, otherwise they have nothing planned for you in life. I promise you, they're planning their life and not yours. You must plan your life. You must be a planning organization in your life. You must organize your life all the time. You must understand how to schedule your life. You must understand time management. I mean, go read those books. I mean, read the time. I realize you must read the time management books today. You must understand that I will teach you time management. I'll teach you nutrition. I'll teach you health. I'll teach you life coaching. I'll teach you sales. I'll teach you communication. I'll teach you how to look good. You understand? I'll teach you how to get the weight. I'll teach you how to get away from a 9-to-5 job. You understand? I'll teach you everything under the blue sun if you just come and follow my YouTube channel and also my Instagram. You understand? Because guess what? Understand that everybody needs a mentor today. You need a mentor to live a greater life. You have to understand you need one. You need one. You need yourself the most though. You have to understand either way that you need some nice beautiful knowledge every single day to live life to the fullest. You must understand every single day I do a greater job. I understand that's why I'm better than yesterday. I understand I'm very pumped up today in my I. I understand when I'm pumped up in my I understand that's why I always refer to I. Understand? I refer to I because there's nothing greater than I. Whereas I understand every single day I'm always performing. I'm performing in a different way every single day, because I understand that when I do that, I adapt quickly. I adapt fast because I'm very smart. You understand? I'm very smart. I promise you, anybody who can speak like me today in terms of my I is very smart. You understand? I promise you, many people miss away about my communication skills. I promise you, I realize they need to do a lot of work to get to my communication skills. I promise you that. You understand? I promise you, either way, you must write and write and write and write all day long to achieve your dreams. You must understand that your dreams is just be better than yesterday. Or else it's better looks, or else it's better feels, or else it's better scenarios, or else it's a better circumstance than what you have today. So to improve your life, you have to write it down. You have to write what do you want to improve. And then you have to go and read upon it. And you have to take action upon it. And you have to organize yourself around it. And you have to get around better people. You have to get around circumstances that's going to help you move forward every single day, because that's what I do all day long. I make sure every single day I'm always performing to the greatest aspect of my life, because I understand that when I'm alone and never with you, I understand I always improve myself much more, because I never have to be with you to improve you. Understand? I never have to be with you. I only improve myself in my I. So if you want to learn from me, I'll improve you over the next 72 years in my YouTube channel and Instagram. You understand that I never have to improve you. I improve I. Understand? Otherwise my job is to improve myself and not you. Otherwise my job is to have everything given. I'm giving my heart out. So if you want to improve, you come and follow me. You understand? I'm not going to follow you around. I'm never following you around, because I'll give you everything. You understand? I'll give you so much. I'll give you so much knowledge, because I have no reason to follow you. Unless you're somebody who can outdo my work. Otherwise, if you can outdo my work and my presence and my communication skills and my habits, and you can prove to me that you are somebody who can give me some ideas, I'll follow you then. I promise you, if you've got no ideas for me, man, I promise you, get away from my life then. You understand? Because I look for ideas. I look for valuable people who've got some ideas today. You understand? I've got a lot of ideas. I've got a lot of ideas. You can come and check it out. I understand either way, I'm always developing. I'm always making sure I'm stronger and stronger with more strength and vitality and vigor. I understand either way that I'm always improving my synonyms every single day. I understand sometimes I miss out on doing my synonyms because I have other aspects of life to do as well. I understand either way, I never miss out on my street performance. Although I've been here for a couple of days, in terms of my weeks over here, I understand I missed one day. I understand that day, it rained. You understand? I realized it rained and people took away my spot. But guess what? I went and done my street performance elsewhere. You understand? I done my content anyway. You understand? So guess what? I understand there's always a better time to do what you need to do. But make sure you're always performing to the greatest aspect. Otherwise, that if you want to be an Olympian and you want to break the world record, you have to understand you never compete with other people. You compete with yourself. Because the world record today is how good are you with yourself and not with other people. Otherwise, if you want to have the best relationship with other people, otherwise it's called have the best relationship with yourself first. You understand? Because if you want to have something great, you need health first. You need to put your health first. I never need you to look fat. I never need you to look obese. I never need you to look skinny as what? You understand? I never need you to look very skinny either. I need you to look very excellent. You understand? I need you to understand to look Jesus. I look Jesus today. Or else this is how Jesus looks in body scenario and with the muscles. Or else this is how Jesus looks. You see? Promise you, this is how Jesus looks today. Or else nothing like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Or else Jesus looks like this today. I promise you. This is how Jesus looks. You understand? Because Jesus has excellent muscles. You understand? Or else Jesus has the nice knowledge to give you. And that's important. And now, I've got nothing against anybody, but guess what? You need to look like Jesus and not Arnold Schwarzenegger. You understand? You have to understand, either way, you must look like Jesus because Jesus will teach you something. You understand? I promise you, now, Arnold Schwarzenegger will teach you something too. But guess what? I realize Jesus does more than Arnold Schwarzenegger right now. You understand? So either way, you must always respect yourself. You must respect everybody else. You must respect the outside world. And don't be a tosser. I mean, don't start tossing food on the floor where you walk. I mean, don't toss in your home. You understand? Or else your home is inside. You understand? I realize if you live in this world, or else don't throw garbage around. You understand? I mean, throw in the rubbish and recycle it. You understand? I mean, be smarter. But don't be the one who's looking through rubbish bins to get the cans. I never need you to go grab those cans and return them for 10 cents each. You're not working for 10 cents. You're not working for money. You understand? You don't go in rubbish bins to look for cans so that you can go and make some plastic money today. Because plastic money doesn't help you. You understand? Or is that when you work a 9-to-5 job today, or is that the currency of the Australian dollar today and the USD dollar and all these Australian dollars are going downhill. You understand? Or is the currencies today that you see in terms of yen and euro and American dollar and Australian dollar is all going downhill in the stock market. You understand? So it's becoming less valuable. You understand? You're working for plastic money that's becoming less valuable over time. And the expense of living, in terms of the investment of living, is increasing, while those people who are working a 9-to-5 job are working for plastic money that's going down in value. You don't work for plastic money because they're printing it. You don't work for plastic money. You work for giving your heart and soul to make sure you're best in terms of your best version. You understand? I rather understand this. Understand that the best version of your life is going to make you far happier than plastic money ever will. You understand? You must be inspired every single day to understand that those who are more inspiring are the ones leading every single day. To understand, you must go and do greater. You must understand to focus upon yourself and what you're doing daily. To understand that you must project your voice every single day. You must do your best all the time. You must understand each and every single day, you must go and grow up. You must grow up. So to grow up every single day is read and read and read. You must read today. You must read something. You understand? I'll feed you something in my YouTube channel. I'll feed you something in my Instagram. I'll give you some ideas. I'll give you some business skills today. I'll give you some comprehension. I'll teach you how to learn. I'll teach you how to grow, baby. I'll teach you how to communicate. You have to learn how to communicate. You have to learn how to communicate today. You do. You do have to learn how to communicate. You do have to learn how to communicate today. You do. You understand? You still have to learn. I mean, in 70 years' time, you still have to learn how to communicate. I mean, all of you have to learn how to communicate today. I mean, each and every one of you have to learn how to communicate. You have to learn how to communicate still. You understand? You have to grow. You have to learn how to communicate daily. You understand? Otherwise, I don't care how smart you are. You still have to learn how to communicate. Understand? Because those who communicate and communicate and communicate all day long are the ones giving the best aspect of life, which is kindness every single day. Otherwise, all of you have to learn how to communicate today. I promise you. Either way, that leadership is called communication. So lead with grace. You understand? I mean, lead with leadership and start really, really deserving leadership in your life. Otherwise, if you want to be a leader, you have to deserve it first. You have to deserve being a leader. You have to deserve Jesus if you want Jesus. You have to deserve Him. You understand? So either way, understand a high price is what? Whereas the best price in life is your eye. You understand? Because your eye is priceless. You have to understand your eye. You have to learn daily. Thank you. Whereas each and every single day, you must learn something. You must learn to grow. You must learn for some business today. Or else business, you need some business. You need to learn some more fitness. You need to learn some more exercise. You need to learn some more mindset today. You have to understand what that is every single day. You have to understand to learn. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. You have to learn. You have to learn. You have to learn daily. I need you to learn something today. I need you to understand to go and watch what you need to do in life. You have to understand it's called self-reflection and self-reflect upon your life about how to live life daily. You have to understand life is one day at a time. Understand? I realize it's all one moment at a time. Otherwise, it's making sure you make the best decisions throughout life. You understand? You have to make the best aspects of life daily. You understand? Because each and every single day, I make the best decisions. You understand? Because I'm the best. I make the best decision of my life all the day. I mean, all day long, I'm making the best decision. You understand? Because every single day, I've got something to say. I've got something to do. I've got my nice, beautiful passion, which is life. I love life. I love to live my life to the fullest. I teach life. I teach how to live life. I teach you how to live life. I teach you how to do everything. You may understand maybe how to live life to a certain extent. You still have to learn how to live life, mate. You still have to learn all your life. You have to learn all your life how it is to be 100 years of age too. You have to learn how to. You guys have to learn how it is to be 100 years of age. You have to learn that, mate. You have to learn what that is. Or else either way, you have to learn how to get there. You have to learn how to become 100 years of age. You have to learn that. I promise you that's a skill. I promise you that's courage. You have to understand that either way, make sure in your life you're always deserving to live up to 100, because many people never make it to 100 years of age. I promise you that's a great age. I promise you. I promise you either way, you must understand to be number one in your life daily. You must understand to wear a helmet. You understand? I mean, wear a helmet. I mean, if you break your head on the corner, I promise you, you may have a scar. I promise you. I understand when you poke your eye out. You understand? I understand what that is in life. I understand either way, make sure to be careful. You understand? Otherwise, when you ride a bike, I mean, wear a helmet. You understand? Because you never know. You never know. I mean, understand me. You understand? Otherwise, it's for your health. Otherwise, every single day, that when you do it for your health, you do it for wealth too. You do it for something confidence. You do it for something that's really greatness. You understand? Otherwise, something confidence means now. Otherwise, do it now. Otherwise, something that's confidence in life is going to help you. So what is confidence today? Otherwise, it's public speaking in front of a crowd. Otherwise, it's called an idea. Otherwise, it's called making sure you understand some books. I mean, go some books ways. You have to understand when you go the book way, you understand why you're going to become a book. You understand? You're going to become what you read every single day. You're going to become the diet of your life, because that's what you are today. You're the sum up of everything you've ever heard and seen. Otherwise, that's called wisdom. Otherwise, all the images that you've ever seen, and all the nice, beautiful information products that I've given you, and all the nice, beautiful information of the world that's given you. I promise you, that's what you are today. So either way, you must increase your imagination and images in your life. You must understand images is imagination. Understand? So when you increase your imagination, and you also increase your nice, beautiful vocabulary skills, and your nice, beautiful reading pace, and also information pace, and your learning pace daily, you have to learn at your own pace. You don't learn at anybody else's pace. You learn at your pace. You go and live your life, and you walk your talk every single day. You walk the talk, and you make sure that you understand to rely on yourself only, because nobody else will help you like you will. I promise you, nobody else talks for me in my life in terms of my I. I talk for I speak for I. I mean, never let other people speak for you. I mean, make sure you're deserving of your speaking. I mean, if I have to speak for you, I mean, you look like a baby. Well, guess what? I realize everybody's a baby. Understand? I realize I'm a baby too. I understand that you must understand this. You must understand, I can never speak for you. I can speak for everybody though, but guess what? You must speak for yourself. You must understand how it is, or you must understand how it is to grow up. You must understand how it is to be dependent in life. Otherwise, anything that's interdependent today is focusing on themselves the most. Promotion, when you focus on yourself the most, you understand how to be dependent and independent and interdependent. You understand? You understand everything. You understand? You understand all walks of life. I need you to understand, you must understand everything. You must understand how to level up. Because to get rich quick, you have to learn. You have to grow. You have to grow your eye. You have to grow the individual you are daily. You must understand daily that whatever you're doing today, you must grow. You must understand an idea today. You must understand how to grow your ideas. You must write some blogs today. You must write some more writing material today and video recording skills. You must be able to learn how to do that as well. You must understand how to do some audio today and make sure that you're podcasting. Otherwise, if you're not confident for podcasting, go and write a journal then. Go and write a blog. You understand? So make more you make more of those blogs, you make more of those journals, you make more of those videos. You start 1 minute each. Make a 1 minute audio teaching something. Make a 1 minute video and then combine it together. Combine 500 videos together and put on YouTube. Otherwise, that's 500 minutes. You understand? So either way, you're teaching. Grow up. You understand? Because guess what? I realize growing up is called leadership. You understand? I realize growing up is aging, but not aging older. I realize anybody who's aging older is not learning. Or is anybody who's looking worse than yesterday is looking fatter than before, or is they're looking uglier than before. Or is those people in divine nature are looking older. You understand? Or is they're looking older. You understand? I'm looking younger. I look better than ever. You understand? I'm looking younger as I grow. You understand? Because I understand growing up is called being young. Or is anything that's being young today is always performing to the best of their ability every single day. Because I understand that's what's important. Or else it's called self-focus and self-interest and self-righteousness and self-reflection. Understand? Or else you have to self-reflect yourself every single day. You have to have a self-reality check. You understand? Or else it's called self-love. Or else self-love is called self-help and self-reality check too. Understand? Because guess what? Or else either way you must learn your words. You must learn something of vital energy. You must understand vital energy will actually lead you and it will grow you daily to understand your ideas. You must understand ideas in a different way every single day. You must understand something of an idea. What's an idea for you? You have to understand that what's an idea in your life right now. You have to understand to go learn that. Go learn more of it. What are you wearing today? Go and learn about what you're wearing today. Go learn more. Go learn more about yourself. Go learn more about what you do all day long. You understand? Because that's how you grow. You grow by making sure that what you're doing today is making sure that you're just not sitting around. You're just making sure that you're writing to my notes over here. You have to understand that my notes is what I'm giving you. I'm giving you my notes over here. I'm giving you my journaling. I'm giving you my skills. I'm giving you my planning business skills and strategies right here and coping mechanisms every single day. You have to understand to get on your phone right now and you have to understand to start journaling about what I talk about. Start journaling about how to improve yourself. Find a way to improve yourself. Find and go dig in and brainstorm in your journal today. And it's called your phone. And your Pokedex is your phone. I understand Pokemon has Pokedex. I understand I have a Pokedex recording me right now. You understand? I have a phone recording myself in my eye. You understand? Because that's my Pokedex. You understand? I catch my Pokemon, which is I. I am my own Pokemon today. You understand? So either way, guess what? I am something greater than everything. You understand? Because I record myself. I have an audio program. I have some quotes. I have over 31,000 quotes I'll give you right now. You just have to tune on. You have to tune into my Instagram. And you have to understand that either way, you must create 50 million quotes of yours. You must create 50 million quotes of yourself. Go and create 50 million quotes. Go and teach people 50 million quotes of yourself today. Go and write 50 million quotes. Go make your legacy great. What are you waiting for? You have to understand Tesla, or else Nikola Tesla's writing quotes. Why don't you write quotes today? Why don't you write some quotes today about your life? Or else everybody that's famous has some quote or something. You understand? Or else Mahatma Gandhi has a lot of quotes. Or else Osho has a lot of quotes. Or else the Buddha has a lot of quotes too. Or else the Buddha's writing quotes. Or else I don't know why you're not writing quotes. Or else Jesus has a lot of quotes in his Bible. Go write some quotes today. I've got 31,000 quotes and more today. How are you, sir? Thank you. I don't touch other people. I love you. You want to talk? I'll have a conversation with you. I thank you. I have no worries. You what? I love it. I love Buddha. I love everybody. I thank you. Understand that no matter what, that the true Lamb of God is you. You have to understand that either way, you must grow. You must understand that either way, understand that when I perform, understand I'm always greater and greater and greater with what I do. Understand that's why I perform daily. Understand that either way, that if you come speak on, I realize if you come speak with me on the microphone today, you understand why you're going to be professional. You understand? Because guess what? Or else the whole world will see you. So why not come and step right now with me in my microphone center right here and start speaking with me? You understand? Because guess what? I'm always interested and I'm always welcoming like that. You understand? I'm always welcoming for other people to come and learn about I and how to live life. You understand? Otherwise, I love to have a conversation with everybody. You understand? Because conversation is God. You understand? Otherwise, conversation is something great. So anybody who wants to have a conversation today is something more than yesterday. You have to be more than yesterday. You have to be more than yesterday today. You have to understand how to learn that. You have to learn that. You have to learn what that is. You have to understand if you want to be more, you have to learn how it is. You have to learn how it is to be more today. You have to understand either way. I understand I'm very inspirational today. I understand when I'm more, I understand I'm always growing more. I'm always doing something more today. I understand I always have something of courage today. I always have something more. I have more of an opinion of myself. I have something more. I always validate myself today. You can find me on YouTube. You understand? You can find me and make sure that no matter what, you understand I'll teach you something every single day. I'll teach you how to grow up. You understand? Because anybody that grows up today understands how to learn. I understand that they teach something. I understand they have a business. I understand they got some business. You understand? I mean, what's a business today? Or is it called an idea? Or is it an idea? I mean, do you have an idea today? Or else you must have a business then. I mean, if you have an idea today, you have a business. Or else, what is that idea? I mean, go create a YouTube channel on that one idea that you have. I mean, what is the one idea that you have right now? I mean, go create a YouTube channel and start teaching people that nice, beautiful aspect of life daily. You have to understand either way, you must be more supportive of yourself. You must understand to support your growth. You must understand to support your self-education. Or self-education is everything. I realize it's not formal education, or else it's not informal education, or else it's self-education. Or else what is the difference? Or else formal education gets you in a 9-to-5 job and that's it. Or else that's how they love it. Or else they love you in a 9-to-5 job and that's it. That's formal education. Or informal education is public speaking and doing some nice leadership roles away from the 9-to-5, but it's not something that's going to really make you great. You understand? Or it's not something that you do alone. You understand? Or informal education is something away from the 9-to-5 job, but you're mixed in a community somewhere and you're learning and growing about leadership. Or that's called informal education. Or now, anything that's self-education is like this. I'm alone. I don't need a community. I don't need a crowd. I can self-develop myself. I can go and read on YouTube something. I can go develop myself. I can look at the Bible and read it, and I can understand it, and I can go and indulge in all information today and self-help myself daily to become the greatest version of myself. And I also make sure to do that every single day, and that's called self-education. Well, self-education is your best version and nothing. In terms of self-education or nothing. I never touch other people, but I love you. I love you. Or else either way, understand that no matter what, that self-education is called your best version today. You have to understand that it's self-education or nothing at all. Or else it's your best version or nothing at all. You have to understand that either way, you must be very strong to the point. You must understand that you want to be strong, you have to learn how to be strong. You have to learn how to do that. You have to understand if you want to deserve being strong, you have to deserve it first. You have to deserve what that is. You have to understand either way, you must be inspirational. You must understand to go and learn something in my YouTube channel. You can learn, you can grow, you can understand to pick up some ideas. I'll give you some nice, beautiful ideas daily. Understand that when I grow, I learn, I make sure that I dwell in I make sure that way I understand to go and be something more than yesterday. Understand that when I do that daily, I always have more ideas. I'm always practicing those ideas daily. Understand? Because I have a nice, beautiful motivation public speaking event over here. Understand? That's why I'm always a seminar right now. Understand? I'm always doing something right now. You understand? I'm making sure that everybody has an idea today because I give ideas. Or else I have a business, baby. I have a nice, beautiful business today. Understand? I'm always doing something encouraging. Understand? Because I understand cocky people. I understand what that cockiness drive is. I understand it never learns. Or else that when you learn, you'll never be cocky. You'll never be ego. You will live in the moment. You'll understand I love you. I love you. I understand that either way, I'm always growing. I understand that when I grow, I say I love you. Because I mean it. I mean when I say I love you, I love you. You understand? Because I can say it. I can say it. I can understand to also never spray it because I never spit at you either. You understand? I understand that no matter what, you never spit at people. You never spit at the outside world. You understand? Taoism says you must never spit. You understand? You must never spit at the outside world. You understand? Because guess what? Otherwise you spit inside of yourself so you can love yourself. You understand? Otherwise, when you drown your spit inside of you, you understand why you love yourself. Otherwise, if you throw away your spit at other people, otherwise why are you doing that? You understand? I mean, you have to understand, you keep it for yourself. You keep it for yourself and you'll love yourself that way. You understand? Now, when I give anything of my life, you have to understand I'm giving something for nothing. I'm always doing some ideas over here. I'm brainstorming a nice beautiful video today. I'm making a beautiful seminar and I'm making sure that everybody is accounted for. You understand? Because I'm accountable. You understand? Otherwise, when I have an idea to give you, I give it to you right now. Understand? When I give an idea, I'm always much more special. Understand? When I'm more special than yesterday, I'm always giving what you need. I'm giving you some information. I'm giving you something that's going to feed you. Otherwise, that information is a breastfeeding today. Otherwise, if you want to breastfeed your kids, you breastfeed them through information and not through the boob. You understand? You don't give them your boob. You understand? Otherwise, either way, you must understand that if you breastfeed a child today with your boob, you have to understand you're comforting that baby. You don't do that. You understand? You give them the information. You understand? You give them information. Brother, that's even better. Brother, that what's better than that is making sure that you understand leadership skills. Brother, that leadership traits are much better than yesterday. You understand? So either way, that's what you must do. You must be better than yesterday to understand leadership traits, because anybody who understands the 7 types of leadership today understands there's only one leadership today. I promise you, there's only one type of leadership today, and it's called be better than yesterday. Otherwise, as long as you can become better than yesterday every single day of your life, you have a leadership role. Promise you, if you are always worse than yesterday, promise you that you have nothing in life. Promise you, you must be better all the time. You must understand what it is to grow daily. You must understand how it is to grow and feed people ideas and ideas and ideas and ideas, because you understand what I say today. You understand what I mean. You have to understand that when I feed you some ideas, I promise you, I give you something of courage. I give you something of amazement. I give you something that's worthy. I give you something that's fabulous. Or else my ideas are fabulous. Or else anything that doesn't hurt you, it's fabulous. Or else anything that doesn't hurt you is pretty and beautiful and gorgeous and blossom. And it's really, or else anything that's a blossom is right now. You have to understand, either way, you must grow your foundation. You must understand your foundation must be built upon brick and upon brick and upon brick. So to really understand the 3 pigs, or else one had a sand, or else one had a straw house, or else that was blown away. Or else why was the straw house blown away? Because it's weak. You understand? Or else you can kick the straws and or else it will fall away. You understand? Or else another one had sticks. Or else you can kick the sticks. I get something to remove it. You have to understand, either way the sticks will fall over, because the nice beautiful storm will come and a hurricane and everything and will wash the sticks away. You get it? Understand, when you put bricks on your house, you understand that can never be penetrated. You understand? But guess what? You have to understand that brick after brick after brick is wisdom. You understand? You go learn some wisdom skills today. You'll learn something. You learn something today. You learn how it is. You learn how it is to live a life. You must live a life today. You have to understand that you have to learn how to live one. You have to learn how to live a life first. I promise you, when you learn how to live a life, you can then understand how to really learn from me in terms of my eye and what I teach you daily, because I'm here for the next every 2 years. So guess what? You have a mentor. You have a mentor today. I promise you, either way, guess what? I'll teach you and your kids and kids and kids and kids. I promise you, they're going to learn something from me, because I've got some knowledge in my eye. I understand I've got some confidence to give you in my eye. I understand it's eye over me every single day. I understand every single day I'll give an idea. I'll give you and understand everything in terms of life. I understand that when I give an idea, I understand everything in terms of life right now. I understand that right now, that I understand that no matter what, I'm always developing my attitude. Or else my attitude is everything. Or else that's what you're hearing today. Or else my attitude. Or else are you able to speak as fast as I can on a nice, beautiful microphone today? I understand you have to learn that. You have to learn how to speak very fast on a microphone. I keep people interested really quickly because I'm very fast. I'm very effective. You understand? I'm very fast about my smartness. I'm very fast about my effectiveness daily, because my tones are going to teach you something about what kind of speed you must be learning at. Because the faster I speak, or else the faster I learn. So if you don't speak as fast as I do, or else if you don't speak as fast as I do today, or else it's because you're lacking. You're lacking your eye. You're lacking that love for yourself to learn and grow. You understand? I'm always looking to develop my effectiveness. So I have to always look at people. I have to understand that fluency is productiveness. I understand when I'm learning something very quickly, I understand I have to talk fast and fast and fast and be faster. I have to understand that anything that's adapting faster daily, I understand I get some words in, I give you some ideas, I give you some business skills. You have to walk faster, you have to feel faster, you have to understand to be faster. I understand that's the only passion of your life. But anything that's a passion is fast. You have to be fast, you have to be a Speedy Gonzalez. You have to understand you have to be quick. You have to be Wonder Woman. You have to understand they're very quick, aren't they? You have to understand Batman, Superman, realize really reflective people. I realize they have quick reactions. Understand, realize quick reactions. You need some quick agility today. You have to understand if you have some agility, you're going to walk. You're going to walk somewhere. You're going to be really amped up. You're going to be amped up because I see many people just really like this. I realize they're just very depressed today. I don't know why. You have to understand you must grow up. You must understand to be upbeat. You must understand to have some energy today. You must have some energy. You have to understand that energy is everything. You have to understand that anybody who has more energy today is somebody who's really fast. You understand? Realize they're fast to grow, or they're fast to develop themselves, or they're fast to be in front of people and grab the spotlight and grab the star, and understand to just make sure they make themselves a star today. You understand? You have to be a star. I mean, it's be famous or nothing. You have to understand that every single day you do something quick, or else you have to be quicker. You have to understand that what you're doing today, you must do it better. You must do it more effectively. You must give more ideas about what you do. You have to understand that if you want to become famous in what you do, you have to give ideas. You have to give information about it. You have to understand that when you give information about what you do, you become quickly famous. I mean, really quickly. And then you have to public speak it too. Or else what you love to do is what you have to public speak. You understand? I mean, what you love to do is what you have to develop in. And you have to read about it every single day. You have to read about ideas. You have to understand that either way, you must grow up every single day and understand leadership is a trait. So anybody who has leadership skills daily has quality to give you. You have to understand you have to make quality videos. You have to make quality intent of your greatness. You have to understand you have to watch out too. You have to understand that either way, every single day you must watch out for other people so you don't hit yourself. You understand? So either way, guess what? You must understand to always be more important than other people. You must understand that either way, you must go and develop yourself daily to be stronger than the crowd. You must be stronger. You must be more vital, you must be more valuable. Because what does Albert Einstein say? Realize that anybody who's self-worthy and anybody that's valuable is somebody who's greatness. You understand? Realize that anybody who understands that a man of value is more worth it than anything else. You understand? You must understand every single day to be on the offense about what you say and do daily. I promise you, it's very important to do so. I promise you, every single day, you must grow up. You must understand leadership. You must understand marketing skills and developing yourself, and also sales and marketing, your face all the time. You must understand about that every single day. I promise you that the more you do it, the easier it gets. You must practice how it is to put your face on a nice beautiful video and start doing it in front of people. I mean, come on, I can do it. I promise you anybody can do it. You can do it. I promise you can do it, but you have to learn it. You have to learn first. I promise you, you need a better attitude if you say no to that. You need a better attitude then. You have to learn. I mean, don't say no to learning. You have to understand you always need a better attitude every single day. You must understand that I'm always performing. I'm never on the street. I'm never homeless. I mean, why am I not homeless today? Because I'm on offense about information. I'm on offense. I'm on offense about learning. Because I never want to be on the street homeless. I have to be performing. I have to be performing something great today. Understand? Because I deserve more than being homeless today. I promise you, you deserve it too. But you have to learn more. You have to learn. You have to grow. You have to understand to feed yourself ideas. I promise you, feed yourself ideas. I promise you, feed yourself ideas every single day. You have to understand, either way, you must learn something for nothing. You must learn to grow. You must understand what it is that grows you. You have to understand you have to learn at your fast. You have to learn fast at your pace. You must understand that when you're learning fast, you're going to really enjoy yourself. Understand? Because that's how it is. I promise you, every single day, I understand that I grow myself. I understand I grow the man I am. Understand? I'm a man. Understand? I'm a man. I'm not a woman. Understand? Either way, you still have to grow. You have to grow either way. Understand? Probably what makes a man or woman is a public speaker. Understand? So if you want to be a man or woman, you have to public speak first. Probably you can only ever be a woman or a man when you are public speaking only. Probably if you're not a public speaker today and you're a man or woman, or else you're still not considered a man or woman then. Understand? Yeah, you can only be a man or woman when you public speak. Probably that's how simple it is. Probably that's the only nice beautiful step that you have to make. Understand? But get there. You have to understand that you get there in the moments. You have to understand you have to go and increase those skills and have the capacity to do so every single day, because understand what growth is. You have to understand the ideas that I give you today is something that's really outperforming. I give you those ideas, I'm always transforming and processing those thoughts into a video. I just go and collide it in a better way. I make sure that either way that I'm slicing that information and I'm giving that information really slowly, but really fast. I'm giving it really effectively right now. Understand when I slice it and dice it and really give it to you, I give you wisdom only. Understand when I do that in a different manner, I chop it up, understand I give it to you, I mash it up with you, understand I mix it up with you, understand to go and make sure I build everything I ever need. I build volcanoes in my nice beautiful wisdom. I build tornadoes and natural disasters inside of my beautiful wisdom. Russia, everything can be cooked up in my wisdom today. Russia, either way, you have to understand I give it to you right now because wisdom is something that's going to really develop you. You have to understand you have to develop yourself. You have to go and grow yourself daily. You must understand that when you're growing yourself, you'll be on the offense about it. You'll be making sure that you're proactive every single day. Because when you're proactive, you're a verb. You understand? Because anything that's a verb today is productive and smart. Because you have to increase your time today. You realize time is more important than plastic money. You understand? You have to work on your mindset. You have to understand to stay away from something that's hurting you. Because something that's hurting you is taking away your time. Otherwise that you may be hurting yourself the most today. You have to understand to stop hurting yourself. Stop intoxicating yourself with drugs and ecstasy and pills and cocaine. Otherwise, stop making sure that you're not growing. Understand? So make sure that you're growing all the time. Understand? Make sure that you understand that you must be making sure about growth only. Otherwise anything that's making sure of themselves much more is one that is really understanding to become fundamental in the skills of basics in life. Otherwise anything that's a basic in life is growth. Otherwise anything that's simple is a basic. Otherwise anything that's a basic is a minimal act of courage. Otherwise, how much is that? Otherwise anything that's minimal today is a minimalist in terms of nature. Anything that's minimal today is a minimalistic. Understand? Because when you're minimalistic, you understand empathetic people. You understand something that's really great. You understand something that's really simple and truthful every single day, which is what? Otherwise it must be you today. Otherwise it must be that you understand that you grow daily. You must understand leadership skills is the way to go. Otherwise leadership skills is the only way to go. So understand that you grow yourself in leadership books today. You have to read. You have to read those books. You have to understand I give you so much of that material inside of my YouTube channel because I understand that I get ahead of the crowd quickly. I understand that they just may walk past. You understand? I realize they just may look at me once and never really return. But guess what? I realize that what's important today is that I grow. I understand when I grow today, I understand that's what's most important because I go and get those words out. I get those words out, but I have a peaceful life because I live alone. I understand when I live alone, I never have time for other people because other people are not there for me. Understand? Otherwise that when they don't treat you like Jesus' legacy, you understand why there'll never be a Jesus legacy in the first place. Understand? I treat everybody like a Jesus legacy today because I lift you all up. Understand? I lift you up. Understand? I realize anybody that doesn't lift you up doesn't treat you the best. You have to treat yourself the best all the time. You have to be around those lifting people up. Understand? You have to lift yourself. You have to understand to motivate yourself. You have to understand to go and you have to go and encourage yourself, develop yourself daily. Each and every single day you must go and learn every single step in a dictionary. You must learn every single word in a dictionary. How many words are there? Go and learn every single one. Go and learn every single adverb and every single adjective and every single grammatical way to live life. I promise you, you'll be a life coach then and you'll be a public speaker. I promise you, that's how it starts. But you have to start one day at a time. I promise you, if you want to live today, you must understand to live today is to be better than today. You must understand to level yourself up and to start never wasting time. Anybody who's wasting time today is one that's not learning, or else they're not growing, or else they're watching too much TV that's not helping them. You understand? You have to understand, I'm always watching Netflix, but Netflix, I watch the nice beautiful images only of Netflix. I just watch the images. I have to understand, I'll just watch nice and beautiful cartoon shows. I understand that when I watch them, I watch around 1,000 hours of cartoons and videos in about 3 hours. You understand? Because guess what? In those 1,000 hours of videos and nice beautiful material about images, I got myself, in terms of life, 1 billion images. You understand? Because guess what? I have more than 1,000 images. I have more than 1,000 everything in life. You understand? Because understand this, you have to learn more images anyway. You have to understand that each and every single TV show out there, you have to understand you can go and watch the images of those TV shows and you understand what happened in the TV show. Just by the images, you understand? Whereas it's really quickly that you watch TV shows today, you have to understand that what's important is audio and quality and also making sure you understand leadership and giving that. Whereas when you're giving the leadership, you're giving the nice beautiful writing materials, you're giving your blogs, you're giving your ideas every single day, you're making sure that what you have today is present and understanding that your life can be great. You can be great today if you choose it. I realize that Brian Tracy says that if you want to be rich, you have to choose to be rich. You have to understand that anybody who sees being rich, or else it's called no plastic money today. Or else no plastic money can get you richer than plastic money ever will. Or else plastic money doesn't make you rich. Or else the stock market and Bitcoin doesn't make you rich. Or else the stock market exchange with all that going on, or else it doesn't make you rich. Or else gold and silver doesn't make you rich, baby. But what makes you rich is information and giving it. You understand? Because how is Jesus rich today? Or else how is Jesus rich? Because Jesus teaching something. You understand? You have to teach something. That's the only way to be rich today. You have to understand that it's not the stock market and it's not Bitcoin. Or else would you rather go Jesus Christ or would you rather go the stock market exchange? Or else Jesus Christ is your best investment. You understand? Because it's not Bitcoin. Or else it's Jesus Christ over Bitcoin. You understand? Or else the stock market is scamming you if you involve yourself in it. You have to understand, you learn about the history of the economics of the world. You learn about the governments and what they're doing with their laws. You learn about the politics and what are they doing. You have to learn about politics. You have to learn about everything in life. I mean, don't keep your mind closed. You have to be open about life. You have to learn every aspect. You have to learn about animals. You have to learn about transsexuals. You have to learn about disease. You have to learn about doctors. You have to learn about chemists. You have to learn about everything. You have to learn about what that is. You have to learn about how your sister is. You have to learn about everything. You understand? You have to learn about your life. You understand? You have to learn about everything. Because that's how you grow. You grow through learning, and that's how you are growing up. You understand? You're growing up learning. But make sure you learn faster. I mean, adapt faster. I mean, do it quicker and quicker and quicker. Because anybody who's quicker is doing it better than the ones who are slower. You understand? Because if I do a billion videos of if I do a billion videos of 1,000 billion hours, you understand, and you didn't even start, bro, I'm doing more than you. And it means I'm just quicker than you. You understand? So do more. And when you do more, I mean, you have to encourage people to do more. You have to understand that anything that's encouraging people is somebody of a leadership trait. Or else leadership skills is something that you need every single day. I always provide it in my YouTube channel. I provide it in my Instagram every single day. I'm always giving ideas. I'm always making sure that everybody is accounted for. Because anybody who's accounted for has more to give. You have to understand that anything that's more today is giving ideas. You have to understand that when you're really interested about something, you're learning about more information. You're making sure that your mindset is proactive in a way that you're really smart. You're really developing yourself, sir. You have to understand, either way, the information is really much more. You understand? You have to understand anything that's really much more in life is making sure that you go and be selfless today, because selfless people are divine. You understand? Otherwise, anything that's divine is life. You understand? Otherwise, anything that's really information today, and when you're giving some information, you're giving it slowly. You're understanding that when you speak to anybody, you make sure you look them in the eye. I mean, look at them in the eye. I love you. Understand, I love you. Understand, either way, I have something more all the time. Understand, I'm always growing. I'm always making sure I develop myself daily. I have to grow. I have to understand that I always have more. I always have more coming in my life. Understand, I'm always something more. I can interact. I can socialize. Because I'm not antisocial. Because how much times have I spoken in my videos today? You have to understand that either way, you have to understand I'm always speaking more and more. Because I'm not an antisocial club fanatic. You understand? I'm not a fan of antisocial people. I'm more social. You have to be a fanatic of more socialness. You understand? Or else anything that's more social is speaking up. Or else antisocial club is a drug club. And they're the prostitutes club. You understand? You have to understand, either way, go and do much better than that. You understand? Or else if you want to be social and more social, you'll be like more Jesus Christ. You understand? Because Jesus Christ is not antisocial. Or Jesus Christ is social. You understand? You must understand what Jesus Christ is. You have to understand when you want to learn something, you have to learn how to grow it, baby. You have to learn how it is. You have to learn how it is today. You have to understand that either way, you must learn how to really yearn. You must learn how to yearn your life. You have to understand that yearning is really relaxing and enjoying your life while growing. You understand? You're growing at your own pace. You're learning how to really speak in a different tone, and you're learning how to speak in a different manner. I understand I just broke my voice. I understand I speak differently now. I have a new, nice, beautiful persona over here. I just developed over here. You understand? Because I'm always developing. I'm always making sure that everybody is encouraging other people. Otherwise, I understand that the spotlight is mine. I grabbed the spotlight today. Otherwise, I always will be in the spotlight. You understand? I'm always the spotlight today. I always got something to give. You understand? I'm always something more special today. I always have much more heart today. I understand when I give you, I understand I go and make sure I look like Jesus all the time. You Understand? I look like Jesus. I'm always much better than everything now. Understand? Because I always make sure that I know who my Creator is. I know where the Bible is coming from in life. I know when I understand my I only know I. I know nothing but I. Understand? Or else that when I know that, I understand that's how I do it. I know nothing else but I. Understand? I only know I. Because that's how I really live life. Or else if you know information, or else you just close yourself to everything. I know nothing of the information except I. Understand? I don't even know the Bible except I. I can see the Bible. I can see what it is. I can see my life. I can see how to really live my life. I can see what you're doing, but you have to grow. You have to grow quick. I can understand that. I can understand when I grow quickly, I understand I adapt. I walk faster than everybody else. I walk and adapt quicker than everybody else. I make sure that's what a leader does. I make sure everything in life that you have what you need in my YouTube channel and also my Instagram, you have to check it out. You have to. You have to understand what that is. I promise you it's priceless. There's a lot of information I'm giving today that's really going to help you move forward. Because that's what convincing is. Otherwise, you have to convince people to live your life. Understand? You have to live life to the fullest. You have to understand that when you're convincing people, you're convincing them of a greater quality in you that they must develop in themselves. And then when you convince them of that, I promise you increase their confidence. And how are you doing that? Through motivation every single day. You must motivate yourself. You must understand that when you're motivating yourself, you motivate other people too. I promise you. Every single day, you must grow up. You must learn how it is to grow up today. You must grow up, sir. You must grow up, madam. You must understand that either way, that ladies and gentlemen, you must grow. You must understand what that is. Otherwise, that guy over there, otherwise he's practicing something. Otherwise he's practicing. Otherwise he's not just entertaining. Otherwise he's playing music over there. You have to understand he's street performing. But guess what? Otherwise he's doing the same thing as me, but in a different manner. Otherwise he's playing those tones differently, and he's playing in a different leg, and he's holding up to his own occasion. Because you can never do it the same way. You can never give the same public speaking speech. You have to do it differently. Promise you can never play the same way. You can never play anything or do anything the same way. You have to understand that anything that you can do the same way is your I. You must increase the I, and that's that. Promise you, that's the truth. Promise you, the truth will set you free, but you have to learn information to understand the truth. I love I every single day because that's how I know I. I know I every single day. I know how to live. I know how to live in my life, in my I. I know I. Understand? I know my I. Because understand this. Understand I know nothing but I. Understand? Otherwise, either way, I'm always convincing my I. Understand that I come back to the I because I know nothing else but I. Understand? That's why I grow. I understand that's why I live life. Because as soon as you say you know something, you must understand to just know your I. Promise you, that's the only direction. Because guess what? I promise you, other people do not care about you, but I care about you to grow you only. I care to grow you. I care to understand every single day that there's more in life to live for. You understand? You have to understand it's called self-worth. I promise you, it's called fame. You have to understand, I promise you, if you want fame, you have to give more to get there. You have to give more of your heart. You have to understand that every single day, somebody is trying to help you. You understand? So help yourself the most. I understand that when I'm trying to help you every single day, you must be more interested. And then the more interested I am about life, you must be more inspiring anyway. You understand? I'm always much more inspiring myself in my I today. You understand? Because I understand how I can really live life. I understand I go into the zone. I go to the zone of living life. And now when I go into the zone of living life, I go and make sure that each and every single step of the way, I communicate the I. I communicate my IUQ rule. I understand that when I do that, I make sure I'm always living life to the fullest. You understand? Because every single day, I make sure that I'm always different about what I do. You understand? Because I understand that you in action is my IUQ rule as well. I understand it's something that makes sure, no matter what, that you move on and just understand I talk about it so much already, but guess what? I understand I always talk about it differently. I make sure that nothing limits me. I'm never limited about life. You have to understand that if you're excited about the New Year's, you have to understand you have to have some New Year's resolutions. If there's a New Year's resolutions today, you have to understand you have to start today and not on the New Year's Day. Otherwise, the New Year's Day is 3 weeks from now, but guess what? 3 weeks from now is otherwise it's one moment. Otherwise, it's one idea. Otherwise, 72 years from now is one idea. Otherwise, it's just one moment. You understand? So either way, you have to understand to live your life to the fullest is the only way. I mean, do you agree? Do you agree that no matter what, you must be great? You must be understanding that either way, you must be a thumbs up in your life. You must understand that no matter what, that every single day, you must go do greater. You must understand that questions help you to evolve. Understand? I realize questions and communication skills helps you to evolve every single day. So those who are really evolving I promise you they're the ones who are greater. I promise you they're the ones who are really much more mature. I promise you they're faster and faster throughout time, and making sure that either way that they are becoming more in every single aspect. You have to understand that veganism gives you a lot of energy, and it's one of the reasons why you can have a better weight class, a better health class than ever. I promise you that veganism helps you to have more energy. You understand that no matter what, that you'll eat better and better when you're a vegan only. Because I'm a vegan, I eat so much greater than ever before. I used to be a meat eater before. I used to eat 26 years meat. I promise you it's not the way to go. I promise you it's very expensive to eat meat. You understand? Because very much in terms of a lot of animals today are getting killed because those people love to eat meat. You understand? Or either way, you must make a difference. So make a difference by being vegan. You be vegan today, I promise you make a difference. You have more energy. You'll live 10 years longer. You understand why it's nice and beautiful to be kind to the creatures around you. I mean, if you love a dog, but you hate a pig, I mean, what's the difference? I mean, what's the difference between a pig and a dog? Although they're both non-human animals, and love and respect them both equally. Understand? You must love a cow just as much as you love a rabbit. You must love a rabbit, or else you must love a rabbit just as much as you love a snake. You must love a snake just as much as you love an ant. Understand? You must love it all equally. You don't love an ant more than a rabbit. Understand? You love everything equally. I love you and him equally. You understand? I love you and him just like I love my biological dad. I love you both equally because God loves us all equally. You understand? Promise you, either way, you must be equal with the crowd. You understand? You must be equal. But guess what? You have to understand that's the only way. You understand? I'm not above you. I'm not less than you. You're not above me, and you're not more than me. You understand? Otherwise, I'm always more than yesterday, though. I am more than myself. I'm more than I. You understand? You must be more than your I. You must be a better version of yourself. You must understand I'm a better version of myself, but we are equals. You understand? Whereas now, if you don't listen to me, you have to listen to yourself and Jesus Christ. I understand. I listen to Jesus daily. I make sure that no matter what, I'm always interested. I'm like that puppy who's very passionate. I'm always wagging the tail. I love the tail of the dog. You understand? Because guess what? Otherwise, I understand my passion. I have a nice, beautiful tail going over here. You understand? I'm very passionate in my life. I've got something to give. I'm like that dog who has a tail. I always wag the tail like this. Understand? Because I understand that I'm very passionate. I have something very kind and beautiful to say. I understand it's very funny to do that. I understand either way. I understand that when they do not understand that, I understand they're unaware about what that is. I understand either way. I understand I'm growing. I'm making sure I'm always developing, because development is something worthy. Or as anybody who's a development freak understands freakzilla. I mean, what's a freakzilla in life? I mean, it's called Jesus Christ. I understand that's called a freakzilla. Understand? I realize anybody who's really growing in life, understand I'm always making sure that I'm always developing. You understand? You have to develop your child. You have to develop you. You understand? Your child is you. You have to understand your child is you today. You understand? You must look out for your child in life. You must look out for yourself. You must understand you're the child. You understand? Or else your mother is a child too. Or else we're all babies today. You understand? That no matter what, or else either way, you must grow yourself. You must understand to know thyself. Or else when you know thyself, you learn some ideas about that. You learn something about really influencing people today, and it's called social media marketing, and it's called social media influencing, and it's called social media making sure that you're growing everybody on social media. You understand? Or else it's called social media making yourself worth it. You understand? You must go and influence somebody on social media today. To understand, you must influence yourself the most. You must understand that if the crowd does not believe in you, you believe in yourself, and that's it. Or else you don't need other people to believe in you. You just need yourself. You just need you. You don't need anything else other than you today. You must understand that either way, that throughout life, I promise you, your parents will leave you. You have to understand that you're going to be alone throughout life. I promise you, I'm alone throughout life. You also are not exempt. You're not exempt. You will be alone too. You understand? You will also get to 70 years of age and you understand how it is to be alone. You understand that either way, I'm always something greater. I understand that no matter what, that everybody has an idea today. So what you do is create it, or you create a YouTube channel and you go and make that idea come true. Otherwise, what the idea is right now is that you understand that you have one idea. I mean, go and make a social media profile and just be that one idea all your life. That one idea leads into the gospel of Jesus Christ. I don't know what that one idea is for you, but guess what? Otherwise, it must be you. Otherwise, it must be you. Otherwise, that your idea must be you. Otherwise, you must understand what it is to love yourself every single day and how it is to love yourself and look yourself in the mirror and say, I respect myself. I love myself in my heart. I love who I am. I love my I. I understand I'll never let other people damage me anymore. You understand? I understand that nobody else can damage you except you. You understand? So make sure you understand that nobody has power over you. Or else they can kick you in the ass. Or else they can make you work on the 5. But guess what? Or else they cannot control you. Or else nobody can control you. You understand? Or else nobody can take away anything from your life. Or else they can make you work like a slave. But guess what? You still have your respect for yourself. You understand? You still love yourself. Even if they're kicking you around. Or else even if they're making you a slave. I mean, just make sure you love thyself. I mean, they cannot take that away from you. I mean, they cannot take away your love for yourself. Well, if they do that, or else they're trying to kill you then. You understand? So either way, or else if nobody's trying to kill you today, or else that nobody's trying to really control you. You understand? So realize that you go and control yourself to have the best self-discipline in the world, because or else anything that's the self-discipline of their nature, that has a better discipline of themselves, are ones that are greater. You understand? Or else they're greater people in divine nature, or else they're always giving ideas daily. I understand they're always doing more and more for themselves, because I understand that when you do more for yourself, you do more for everything else. You understand? Or else if I do more for you than I do for I understand, then I die. I although never die, because I understand I do more for you, because I do more for I. You understand? I do more for I this way. You understand? I am never less, I am more. You understand? Or else anybody who's treating themselves less throughout life is ones that are homeless. Or else they're ones who are not doing much. You understand? Because they're treating themselves less and less and less. I need you to treat yourself better by having more in your life. Now, what is more? Well, there's more information will get you out of the 9 to 5, and more information will get you out of the homelessness of your life. You understand? Or else if you want to be someone rich, you have to read. I promise you that anybody who reads more is never homeless. I promise you anybody who has anything of a resource right now has a free library card. I promise you there's a free library around here, and start going to that library. And start reading right now some information, and dig in. And get some notes, and get some papers, and start writing a pen and paper about how you're really going to develop and be exactly like that book. Understand? I mean, how are you going to be exactly like that book? And then go read some more books, and then go develop yourself and be those books too. And then go and develop yourself with more books and become those books as well. And you understand why you're learning more. You understand why you'll be rich very soon. Understand? Because you go and learn a book and you be exactly like that book. I mean, go and learn the Bible first, and you understand why you be the Bible straight away. Promise you, that's the best book of your life. Promise you, there's nothing else better than the book of the Bible. I promise you, that story will inspire you. Promise you, Jesus' story will inspire you. So go dig into Jesus' story in terms of Jesus Christ, and understand that His story is amazing, and you'll understand why He can help you to grow. Promise you, anybody can help you to grow, but guess what? You have to learn. You have to grow. You have to be on the offense. You have to understand. I never want you homeless. I never want you homeless, so you have to read, you have to grow. I'll never be homeless. I've got a YouTube channel. I've got Instagram. I've got something of a public speaking ability. I'll never ever be homeless. You understand me? I'll never get homeless. I'm very smart. You understand? I can public speak. I'll never be homeless. I've got no chance to be homeless when I'm a public speaker. You understand? I'm something traveling around the world. Or else if you want to be a singer, you have to public speak too. Or else if you want to be a sports star, they're going to interview you. You have to be a public speaker too. You understand? Or else they're going to call you somewhere and they're going to say, you must public speak for our crowd. Or else now you have to build up those skills, don't you? You have to do it on the streets. You understand? You have to do that street performance with public speaking, and you understand why it can be great. You understand? I hear this little girl who is a baby. You understand? Or else everybody's a baby, but she's singing a song again with Titanic. Or else now she's done it already 3 times. You have to understand, you don't sing the Titanic, you don't sing other people's songs, you sing your own songs. You understand? You go sing your own music, you sing your own lyrics. You understand? You have to understand, either way, that if you sing other people's music, you become like other people. You don't ever become like other people, so create your own lyrics to your own music, and create your own music, and sing your own music, and become your own electronic music producer who understands to make your own music, and your own lyrics, and sing it by yourself with your own lyrics. I promise you, that's called original. You understand? First, it's easy to start singing Jennifer Lopez today, and that's that. Or else just put on the music, or else she's already done the music for you. Or else she's already done the lyrics for you. Or else she's already gave you the tones, or else hasn't she? Understand? Or else it's easy to beat Jennifer Lopez and start singing her lyrics and her music. Or else it's already done for you. Or else all you have to do is copycat her. You understand? I mean, don't sing Titanic. You understand? I mean, go sing your own music. You understand? I mean, go create your own lyrics and go and learn how it is to be your own singer and to create your own lyrics and to create your own music. You understand? Whereas now, understand that no matter what, that anything you respect, you shall be. You shall respect more. You shall respect Jesus. You shall respect Jesus Christ in the 10 Commandments of life, which is, thou shalt not kill. You understand? You must understand to know thyself. You must understand to never murder anybody. You must understand to never murder yourself and never kill anything, and also make sure you never steal. You have to understand you have to be much greater than you are. You have to understand you must move on. You must understand that I'm giving you music right here, and it's called motivation, and it's called tones, and it's called empathy, and it's making sure you understand my communication skills today. You understand why I'll never be homeless today? You understand why I'm a billionaire right now? You understand? I'm a billionaire right now. You understand? Because I've got some communication skills, baby. I can really talk it. I can walk it too. I can walk my talk. I can really live my life. I live my life to the fullest daily. You understand? Because I've always got something to give. I've always got more to give. I've always got something of an idea to give you, because I'm always on the offense, baby. I'm always making sure that you have the driven aspects of your life daily to understand what leadership is and quality is of your life. You understand? Whereas every single day, I make sure to give some ideas on my YouTube channel. I mean, come and check it out. I mean, come and check out my Instagram. You understand why I'm so inspiring? You understand? I'm inspiring. I don't need you to say that I'm inspiring. I'm inspiring, baby. You understand? Because guess what? I understand I believe in myself. I have high self-worth. I have high self-interest. I have high something of I in my life. You understand? I know I. I know who I am. I know who I am because I understand that when I live my life to the fullest, I understand that no matter what, I'm always doing much better. I'm always higher quality. I'm always making sure that my life is much more fluent. I'm making sure I'm always much more developing. I understand when I develop myself, well, there's always something more that I can give you. I understand it's more of an idea. I realize it's more business skills. I understand you need some business skills today. I realize if you need some business skills, you have to learn some business skills. I'll give you 600 hours of wisdom about it. I mean, come and check it out. I realize either way, understand that no matter what, I give some business skills, I'll give you some planning mechanisms, I'll give you some coping strategies, I'll give you some techniques on living your life like a life coach can. I'm not like a life coach, but I am a life coach. You understand? I'm a life coach who understands how to develop myself daily. So if you want to understand my skills, and you want to be at my pace, and you want to be at my quality, and you want to be communicating like I, and you want to be a public speaker, and you want that motivation and drive and all the knowledge of the world, you come and check me out. You come and check me out, and you come and follow me. You understand? Because I've got some quality to give you. I understand it's called information. I understand that information will help you and your kids for generations. You understand? So no matter what, understand that information is power. So those who understand that they take action upon the nice, beautiful information have power only. Whereas information alone is not power. Whereas information alone is going to drive you though. Whereas information, I realize my beautiful communication skills will lift you up. Whereas that's power. I'm giving you power, baby. I'm giving you power, baby. I understand that either way, I'm always growing. I'm always growing myself, but guess what? You have to take action upon that power that I give you. I understand that power is wisdom, or that power is Jesus Christ that I give you today. Or it's called information products daily. I give that daily. I always have a business. I always have something of high quality. You understand? I have some high quality today. I have something to give you. You understand? I have something to really share. I share always what I need. You understand? Or else what I need is more. I never need a gold chain or something to look good. You understand? I only have something in my eye that I understand that I have something in my eye that's something even more than plastic money, or else my eye is much more than everybody else. Or else my eye is much more than the tree. I understand my eye is much more than everything. You understand? Or else I have my eye only. I understand that's the most important aspect of life. Or else anything that's I is much more. But guess what? I understand that when I say, but guess what? I understand I go and grow from it. I grow from my communication skills in every single manner that I can. I go every single step of the way. I make sure that every single step in terms of my sentencing is going in my video in one idea, and fashion, and modeling career, and whatever. You understand? I have to understand that whatever means now. I need to understand that no matter what, there's always more power in the world. I mean, do you agree? You have to understand that power is information. But guess what? I understand that when you have more information, you're going to have more skills to be a leader. You understand how to actually lead people. You understand? Because anybody who leads people understands spirituality. And they'll understand how to be spiritual too. And they'll understand how to go and market themselves. And they'll understand that no matter what, you give them power, but understand to have your eye. You You have to understand that when you're looking at people and you're developing yourself, you have to look at the past and you have to teach yourself everything. You have to learn from your mistakes because that's what learning is. It's called learn every single step you take right now. And you're not really taking steps, you're really investing in. You understand? You're investing into steps. You're understanding that you're an investor. You're an investor today. You have to understand you must invest. You must invest better. Your time and your energy and your influence and your persona and your face is unique. You understand? I mean, your face is only one face like you today. So if you want to make yourself great, you have to learn about yourself and put yourself on camera and take some photos of yourself and invest some photos of yourself every single day. I mean, come and check out my Instagram every single day. You understand why I'm so much more? You understand? Because every single day I'm doing much more than yesterday. I'm always making sure that everybody is accounted for in my Instagram and YouTube. You can come and check it out. You understand? I give you some information. I give you some products that you need every single day. You understand? It's for free. I understand everything is for free in life. I understand I walk life for free. You understand? Because I do it for free. You understand? I realize when I do it for free, I learn all the skills necessary to do everything. I learn it. I make sure I'm interested in every aspect of your life. I am interested in everything because I learn from it. I learn from your skills. I learn from your story. I learn from your past mistakes. I make sure to never make those mistakes. There are many books that have made many mistakes. You understand? Otherwise you can go and read them and don't make those mistakes. You understand? Otherwise now, I understand that every single day I'm always learning, I'm always growing, I'm always making sure I'm developing my heart. I understand when I develop my heart, I understand I'm more mature than yesterday. I understand I'm performing for I today. I understand that I care the most today because guess what? I understand that's why I'm here. I understand I'm here for I today. I understand that's why I'm here growing. I understand every single day, or there's always something new to say. Or there's always something new to do. I understand that I'll always go put myself in those situations where I have to go and be much more of a star. Because I understand that either way, I love to be in the spotlight today. I realize it's a natural. I'm a natural to be in the star of life. I'm a natural to be a star today. I'm natural in my life. I'm natural about everything. I'm original. Understand? I don't copycat anybody. Understand? I don't follow them. I follow I follow Jesus Christ. Understand? I follow Jesus Christ. I understand that many billionaires and millionaires are going to teach you about life. But guess what? I realize Jesus Christ will teach you the most. I'll teach you even more now. I'll teach you even more than Jesus Christ. Understand? I live better than Jesus Christ today. Understand? I live better. I know my I. Otherwise, either way, understand to go to Jesus Christ and learn from Him anyway. Understand? You must learn to grow. You must learn what that is. You must learn what it is to be. You must learn how to build those skills, and you must understand what it is in life. You must understand what it is, which is this moment. And it must be you. You must understand that when you're learning, growing, and being a better potential today, you understand you must be a peak performer. You have to understand what that is. You have to understand it's called personal development, and self-help books get you there. Whereas my nice, beautiful information gets you there every single day. I understand I'm always developing. I'm always growing in front of people. I understand when I go and look and make sure that my environment is with I understand I go and grow the environment around me, but I make sure I never follow the people. I follow Jesus Christ. I follow my nice, beautiful nature every single day, and I learn from my I learn from who I am. I stick to the I in my communication. I understand that's why I'm always growing. I'm always giving those ideas. I'm always making sure I'm faster in my communication skills, because anybody who's faster is always more effective. I understand that's why I'm always breathing in between my pauses, because I understand I have to always have a breath. You understand? I have to have a breath because it's nice to breathe, baby. I understand it's full of life when you can breathe. So make sure you understand to never be a smoke of a cigarette, because I was 7 years of a smoke of a cigarette. You understand? I made sure to never go back. You understand? I'm 2 years smoke free now. I never have to be a cigarette smoker ever again, because I understand smoking cigarettes doesn't make you healthier. Firstly, what makes you healthier is learning every single product out there. You understand? Otherwise, it's learning from every single kid and baby and adult and from this world. Otherwise, it's learning about everything. I need you to understand that everybody here is a baby. You understand? Otherwise, everybody here is a child. Otherwise, everybody is a child. Otherwise, everybody has that inner child in them. You have to understand that some people just get very old. Otherwise, you never get old. You only get younger as you go older. In terms of as you grow younger. You don't grow older, you grow younger. You understand? Otherwise, that when you grow younger, you understand why you must remain young forever. You must understand that no matter what, you must always develop yourself. You must understand that when you have developing skills, you understand that you're going to teach people how to develop everybody. Understand? Whereas that when you're developing people, you're just developing yourself, and you're giving that nice, beautiful motivation of yours every single day, because that's how you grow. Understand? I started to motivate people through what? Or it was through video. Or it was through journaling. Or it was through audio techniques, you understand? Because guess what? I start with a little bit. I teach you a little bit, after a little bit, and a little bit, and a little bit. I just give you a little bit, and then I give you more, and then I give you more, and it builds up into this nice, beautiful work, and then that nice, beautiful work is my confidence. Alright, so when I have 1 billion hours of confidence that I've given you already, you understand why you can never tackle me down. You understand? Because I have so much more to give you. You understand? I'm always much more than yesterday. You have to understand that nobody can tackle me down anymore because I have so much knowledge to give you. You understand? I've already given you 600 hours of video content. So go and check it out. Every single day, I'm always giving more of my heart. I'm always taping myself, or else this is not for nothing, or else this is going to teach your kids for generations. I promise you. They're going to find out about me. Or else your generations of kids are going to find out about me. I promise you. Either way, that they're coming toward me right now. Or else either way, understand no matter what, understand that what you need today is a fluent attitude. Or else anything that's a fluent attitude is a precise attitude in growth. Or else now, when you're really growing with your attitude, you understand that you must go and develop it. You must develop that nice, beautiful sense of being in you. You must understand that nice, beautiful sense of being in terms of being. You have to understand it's called Gaya Mudra too. You have to understand to use the Gaya Mudra sometimes. You have to understand to go relax. I mean, have a nice, beautiful absurdity about you in growth. You have to understand that anything that's absurd must be growth. Understand? So be more absurd to understand to be obsessed with growth every single day, like Greg Cardone says. You have to understand it's be obsessed or be average. I'd rather be obsessed than average. You understand? Because average doesn't get me there. Whereas now, if you want to be average and grow, or else that's going to make you obsessed. You understand? Or else if you want to be obsessed, or else you can be obsessed and grow and be average at the same time. So either way, understand that no matter what, you must grow yourself in your potential. You must understand that what you are today must be better. You must understand I must always develop myself. I must understand there's always something more to give and there's always something more to say. But follow me on YouTube. I mean, follow me. I mean, follow my beautiful Instagram. You understand that it's so much quality on it that you're going to find out what it is. Otherwise, you're going to find out what I give. You understand? You're going to find out some ideas. You're going to get some ideas for yourself over here. You understand? So either way, I'll give you some ideas. I'll give you some business skills. I'll give you something in my nice, beautiful social media. You understand? I'll give you some presents. I'll give you some Christmas presents. Otherwise, Christmas is coming up. You guys have to check me out. You have to understand that every single day I've got some nice, beautiful information going. You have to understand every single day, I promise you, every single day you must give some ideas to understand why growing is so important. You understand? You must make yourself important. You must understand to make yourself more than the crowd. You must smile more. I love the smile. Thank you. I love you. I realize every single day that you must understand that no matter what, there's always more to give. Understand? Or else every single day, there's always much more that you can do for yourself. You understand? Because when you're doing more for yourself, you do more for yourself than anybody else. Understand? Or else that's what there is no issue about. Or else there is no issue about you. Or else that is what you must do to understand that there is no issue in life unless you make it so. So make sure you make no issues about life and make sure you solve those issues as fast as possible. You understand? You have to solve those issues as fast as possible to understand that there are no problems, but only solutions. You must be a solutionist. And anything that's a solutionist is a business module. And a business module helps you to plan, and mechanism of your life is right now. You understand? Or else anything that's a mechanism of life right now is you. You have to understand each and every single day you must step up. You must step up who you are. I need you to step up. I need you to understand that no matter what, I'm always living my life to the fullest. Understand? I'm always making sure I care about I more than you care about I. Understand? So realize you must care about your own I. Understand? I understand that you must care about your I more than anybody else. I understand that no matter what, you must grow up. You must understand that growing up leads to fruition. And anything that's fruitable every single day is something that bears fruits. So if you want to be the power of labor in life, you understand growth. But if you want to understand anything about politics and liberals, you understand growth today, you have to understand to never be against other people. And never be two parties, be one party only. Understand? Go to one party only. Never be a number two type of party. You understand? Or else that you never go against other people. You never be versing other people in life. You be averse of your life in a way you're growing yourself, but understand either way that life is not a competition with other people in divine nature. First, life is a competition with time and yourself to grow. Whereas the faster you grow, the better. You have to understand time is not on your side. You have to understand you have to grow right now. You have to grow faster. You have to walk faster, sir. You have to understand either way, you must be more faster about life. You must be more developed. You must be more upbeat. I never need you depressed. I never need you depressed. I don't know what that is, man. I understand you must be really, really developing yourself. You must understand to grow yourself fast. Understand? You have to understand every single day to go and develop yourself and be free. Understand freedom is called courage and intentment to understand that no matter what, you're going to be self-developing all the time. You must be self-developing. You must understand that no matter what, that the power of the microphone will get you in a better place. You understand? But to be on the microphone, you have to communicate. You have to communicate. You have to communicate. So learn more of everything to understand why you can't do it. You can't do it when you learn. But when you don't learn anything, you'll never listen. Anybody who listens will grow. Those who are listening right now are taking more action than the rest. They're the ones who are more successful than the rest. They're the ones who are really free every single day. So make sure every single day you're much more of a peak performer in a way that you understand your best potential. Anything that's the best potential today is leadership. Right now, you must learn it. You must learn what that is. I teach you leadership every single day in my public speaking events in my YouTube channel. I must understand that no matter what, you go check out my Instagram too, you understand why I'm leading people. You understand? Because it's called my eye. I understand I'm always leading with my eye. I love you. I love everything. You understand? Because that's how I really drive myself to greatness. I understand I'm great. You understand? I've got so much to give. I have so much to give because I understand something in life. I understand how to grow my eye. I understand how to be in front of a camera. I understand how to be in front of people. But I'm always learning more about it. I'm always learning more about I and everything about my life. I'm always learning about everything that I am. You understand? I've seen over 1 million people in 12 days over here. You understand? I've seen over 1 million people, walk past. You understand? They're just walking past. You have to understand that either way, I understand that you must grow much more. You must understand that anything that's growing today is marketing themselves to greatness. Because they're always communicating themselves to greatness. You must understand that if you want to achieve your dreams, sir, you must understand to write it down first. You must understand to write your story down. You must understand that anything that has a story today is greatness. You understand? Or else if you write your story down more and more and more, you understand why you can be great. So start today right now. Or else right now you start today. You understand? You have to start today to be great. You have to understand to start today to do some YouTube channels and understand to get on the public speaking microphone because you have the next 50 years. You understand? So realize, either way, motivate yourself daily. You have to motivate yourself all the time to live life to the fullest. You understand? You have to understand that no matter what, the public speaking is a skill, but it's something that you can develop. You understand? You can develop it with writing skills. Promise you, anything that's a writer today has a chance. You have to write your life out. You have to write your story. You have to write your movie. You have to plan your movie. You have to plan your story. You have to plan how you're going to walk. You have to plan how to really invest your finances. You have to plan and be conscious about how your finances are going throughout life. You have to plan who you're going to see and why you're going to see them and list a bucket of reasons to do so. Or else you have to list a bucket of reasons about why you want to live life and why you want to succeed more. You have to ask yourself questions in your journal. You have to understand that you can ask anything in your journal right now, but make sure that for each reason, you write 100,000 reasons more. Whereas now, you can always come up with reasons. You can always brainstorm in a journal about your life. You have to understand that you just talk with yourself all day long. Have more time for yourself than other people, and you understand why you can be great. Or as other people are taking away your time right now. Or as I'm never with other people. I'm just alone. I'm always alone. You understand? Because I understand that they waste my time. I understand other people waste my time. Or else I don't want to be around them. Or else I'm around you now, but I'm around you doing my business. Or else this is different. Or else this I can't be around you. Because here I'm lifting myself up. You understand? But mostly when people go to nightclubs and they say, come on Danny, come and let's chase woman. Or else that's not for me in terms of my eye. Or else that doesn't build my career. Or else chasing women doesn't build my legacy, man. Or else having sex with women doesn't build my legacy. Understand? Or else what builds my legacy today is communication. Understand? Or else it's making sure I help you. Or else when I help you, I have a great legacy. But having sex with women doesn't build my legacy, man. You understand? It doesn't build my legacy. What builds my legacy is helping people with communication and skills. Just like Jesus Christ helps you today, is how I help you today. You understand? I help you in a different manner, with different information, and different ways of doing. You understand? Or else either way, you must understand that the Bible helps you in many ways. Understand that every single book out there in the planet will help you how to live life. You understand? You must learn to lift yourself. You must learn to look better than you do. Understand? You must learn to really be proactive and be spiritual and be business quality every single day. You must look always more classical. You must understand what that is. You must learn classical. You must learn what I'm doing today. You must learn how it is to do this. Or else you must learn how I can teach you. You must learn every single day. There's always something more to give and say and do right now to live your life. I'm doing my work today. You must be doing better work than me. You must be doing better work than I today. You have to understand that when I give 600 hours of videos about public speaking, you must give 700 hours of videos about it. You must be doing more than me. You understand? You must be doing more. You understand? Because when I outdo you, you understand why I'm greater than you. I mean, there's no other way than growth. I promise you, there's no shortcuts in growth. I mean, outside the world, I mean, take all the shortcuts you want outside of yourself, but guess what? Inside, or else inside is growth. And inside, you have to grow. I mean, there's no shortcuts inside. Or else there's no shortcuts to becoming more mature and more skilled. Or else there's no shortcuts for that. Or else now I can cut corners in the outside world. Or else the outside world doesn't matter because the outside world is something that's inside. You have to understand, I go inside for everything. I don't search for outside anything. You understand? I look inside for spirituality. I look inside for something that's great. I understand when I go inside, I always make sure I'm developing my inner world because I understand that's spiritual. I realize that's where Jesus is coming from, and that's where Jesus says, don't cut your eye out. Because I love you. Because I love you has to come from the inside. Otherwise it cannot come from other people. You cannot force other people to love you. You cannot force other people to say, I love you. You cannot demand it of them, or else they have to choose to do it. Understand? So realize that you never search for love for other people, in terms of for other people in other people. Promise you that they have no love to give you. Promise you that love is coming from inside of you, and it's called I love you. You have to increase that. You have to increase the I every single day, because anything that increases their eyes daily is something that's really becoming more and more throughout time. You have to always be more. You have to understand every single day there's always more leadership. Promise you, leadership is greatness. I promise you, anything that's greatness is right now. You understand? So either way, you must do more to live a greater lifestyle. You understand? I promise you, anything that's a greater lifestyle today is very much more precise about what they're saying, because they're not right and they're not wrong, but they're growing. You understand? I realize they're giving ideas. I realize they're really helping people. So when you're helping people, you're an entrepreneur. I realize that's why I say I'm an entrepreneur inside of my nice, beautiful Instagram daily, because I understand I believe in my I. I don't just call myself an entrepreneur. I call myself I entrepreneur. I entrepreneur. I is more than an entrepreneur. You understand? I is everything. Or is that anything that I am today is I. Or is I is much more important. You understand? So realize this. Understand that when you're growing, you're going to feed yourself knowledge today. First, that's the best task you can do today. First, it's the best goal to feed yourself knowledge. But the best goal as well is to do it. You understand? You must feed and do it. You must feed and do it. You must understand to apply what's given and do it. Understand? I realize anything that's doing it right now is I. I'm doing what I say. I'm doing what I preach. I make sure I come here every single day and do a public speaking performance. Understand? Because either way, I understand that when I update you about the world, you understand that no matter what, that I'm always doing so in a better way. You have to understand that from the 21st to the 31st of December, or else nobody's going to be doing some street performance here. Understand? So either way, you have to understand that they're trying to take away my opportunity to do so. You understand? Because when they say you must not bask in Pitt Street from 21st of December 2020 to the 31st, in terms of the 1st of January 2021, you understand they're taking away my opportunity to come and public speak, so I have to go somewhere else. I have to public speak somewhere else because they're trying to take away my opportunity. But guess what? I always have an opportunity. Or else nobody can take away my opportunity. Or else I always make my opportunity. I make my opportunity big. I understand when when I have big dreams, I achieve them. Understand? I rather dream big than dream small. Or I rather have big dreams. Because what's a big dream today? Or anything that's a big dream today is making sure that you're achieving more. Understand? Or else more is what? Or else more is much better. Or else more is much better in terms of selfishness, in terms of selflessness, in giving. Understand? You have to give more. Or else would you rather give more or give less? You have to give more. Or else anything that's selfish is not giving. Understand? Or else anything that's selfish is not giving. But if you want to be selfish, you have to give. You have to give, and then you'll find selflessness. You can give while you're being selfish. You can give while you're being selfless. You can always give. You can give some more information either way. But understand that those who never give anything are the ones who are not growing. So if you want to grow today, you have to learn to read. You have to learn how it is to public speak. You have to learn how it is to really love your life daily. You have to understand that every single day. You must understand that no matter what, I'm always making sure that my life is much more complete. I understand that when I complete my lifestyle much more, I don't need you to listen to me. I need you to listen to something much more. You understand? Otherwise, it's my information. or else my information is going to grow you. I understand that either way, that me is I. You understand? So I understand I over me. I understand no matter what, that my information is something strong. I understand that when I go and build upon that information daily, I realize that you guys are watching me. You understand? You guys are somebody that's educating yourselves upon something great. Or else it's my knowledge today. I understand my knowledge today is something that's going to really help you. I understand? So realize that it's helped my life so much. Or else I have removed 47 kilos from my life. I overcame the cigarettes. I overcame the caffeine. I overcame the alcohol. I overcame the crowd. I overcame public speaking too. Because here I am still overcoming it. I'm still doing it, aren't I? I understand I overcome this world because I'm still growing. I'm learning and growing every single day. I'm a vegan. I overcame meat eating. You understand? I grabbed myself a nice beautiful breakfast today. I have some nice beautiful wheat bix with some soy milk, and here I am, energy. I've got energy today. Understand? I've got some nice beautiful energy to give you. I love wheat bix. I thank you. I love you too. I love you. I thank you either way. I thank you. I love you. Or else, either way, you have to understand that wheat bix is something that's really going to give you some energy, and so is soy milk. So realize that's a nice beautiful breakfast. I understand that I have some hummus. I have some nice beautiful bread with hummus every single day. I understand that I never toast my bread. I understand that either way, I never microwave my food. I never refrigerate my food. You understand? I never need a microwave in terms of a oven. I never need to go and barbecue my food. You understand? I never need to cook in a frying pan my food. You understand? I never cook in a frying pan my food. I never boil my food either. I just go and open it in a can, or I get something that's ready already. You understand? I realize I eat something that's already ready for me to eat in terms of my eye. Or anything that's my eye is right now. I understand that I is present moment awareness. I understand I is branding. So anything that is really increasing their courage today is understanding that we're at the beginning of the millennium. You understand? Or else we're still at the beginning of the millennium. Or else I understand that, or else I just remember when 2000, in terms of the year 2000 came. Or else that we all celebrated the millennium of 2000. In terms of the 2000th year of life. I understand it's only 20 years been since that moment. I understand that we're still at the beginning of the millennium. You understand? So either way, you must understand that we're at the beginning of the internet age. You must understand that we're still going to learn, or else we're still going to grow. But guess what? You must be, right now, the best mentor in your life. You must understand to go and teach yourself the most you can. And go and really, really invest in yourself much greater. I mean, take advantage of everything and make sure that you understand to have more resources today to understand why you must be a social media influencer right now, so you understand that you're at the beginning of internet age. Or is that for the next billion years, or is that they're going to see who is a real mentor at the beginning of the millennium. I mean, who is really leading people at the beginning of the millennial of the age of internet. Or as I am here, or as Tony Robbins is here, or as John C. Maxwell is here, or as Brian Tracy is here, or as that Jim Rohn is here still. You understand? Or as now also Zig Ziglar is here. Or as Dr. Wayne Dyer is here. Or as Stephen R. Covey is here. You understand? Osho is here. You understand? Or as we're all at the beginning of the millennium. You understand? Or as we're all teaching you. You understand? Or as Vishen Lakhiani is here. Or as Tim Ferriss is here. Or as Lewis Howes is here. Or as Grant Cardone is here. You understand? Or as Ty Lopez is here too. You understand? Or as we're all teaching you something. You understand? Or else we're teaching you finance, or else we're teaching you all aspects of life. But understand either way that you must teach. You understand? Because who doesn't teach is forgotten. Or else they may be in films, or else they may be in fields, but they're forgotten people. You understand? You must understand that either way. You must understand Arnold Schwarzenegger is another one that's teaching something. But guess what? You must teach more and more and more throughout life. You understand? Or else everybody can teach you something. But guess what? Or else that those who are outdoing you, or else those are the ones that you need. Or else those are the ones that you really want to learn from. Or else they got more content than you. Or else they have more content than you. Or else because they've done more than you. So go to them right now. Or else go to them right now and understand that no matter what, that nobody else will catch up to me in my eye. You understand? Or else my eye can never be catched upon. You understand? Although understand that I am always doing much more. Or else I'm very confident in my eye. Or else if you want to catch up to me, you have to do in terms of outdo me, in terms of my eye. Understand? So either way, I challenge you because I want you to overcome I. I want you to outdo I. I want you to go and find out how it is to live Danny Milivojevic life in terms of I. You understand? Because that's something that you need to understand, that Jesus Christ wants that for you. You understand? Alright, every single day, I'm always providing more. I'm always giving more. I'm like a father. You understand? I'm like God giving you all the source of knowledge right now. You understand? Because that's what you need. You need to feed yourself with some wisdom. Because that's how we talk. You understand? Because everything in life must be greater. You must understand that greater life expectancy means more knowledge, and it means more happiness, and it means more spirituality and more of everything. But understand that no matter what, the happiness equates to knowledge. So the more you can read, or else the more you can actually be happy. You understand? Or else that's what you need to do daily. You must understand there's always much more that you can do. You must understand that there's always much more you can be. Or else every single day I'm always doing that daily. I'm always making sure that I can speak more and more and more. I have to speak more and more and more every single day. Understand that every single day I must be speaking in front of a crowd. I must be doing more. I must be always making sure that when I have to clear my throat, I do it away from the microphone like this. You understand? Because I understand that way I don't have to make the noise in front of the nice beautiful microphone. You get it? Because it doesn't go. Whereas when you say the grunt word in terms of that word, you will say, you understand? Because that's how really you must understand to have a better attitude about it. You understand? You don't fart on the microphone. I mean, you don't do that. I mean, never do that. You understand? Or else make sure you have a nice persona. I mean, make sure that you're just nicer. You understand? I mean, just make sure that you go and do better because it's really nice. Or else anything that's nice is giving ideas, and those ideas make you richer. Or else ideas make you richer. So when you're reading something more, you'll be richer. Because Jesus Christ wants you to be richer today. Or else every single day, I'm much more richer because I understand Jesus Christ. I understand that's where I have Jesus Christ as my mentor today. You understand? I realize that guy is a God. You understand? I realize that is something in life. I understand when I go and learn and learn and learn, I understand I do some extra performance on the street because I understand either way, I'm always out leveling I. I'm always doing much more than I. I'm always making sure I can grow the most. I'm always making sure I can do the most. I make sure every single day I go and perform the best I can. You understand? Because that's what's important. Whereas what's important is peak performance. You have to be a peaker. You understand? When you're peaking something, you're peaking growth. You're peaking the best attitude on the planet. You're peaking the best ideas. You're giving them all the time. You're making sure that you're more considerate of yourself. You understand? You have to be fast. You have to be fluent. You have to understand communication skills is power. Otherwise, anything that's power is new. You have to understand that no matter what, that everything can be seen right now. Otherwise, all of life in eternity can be seen about what's going on. You understand? Otherwise, either way, you must grow yourself. You must grow thyself daily. You understand? Because that's what is enriching. Or anything that's enriching today is growing, or they're always looking for more information. You must understand that what you need to be today is much more than you are. You must understand to motivate yourself daily. You must understand that what you need to do daily is look at people in the face and look at them eye, or else look at their eye, or else you look at them in their eye. Or else make sure you're always communicating in a way that's always consistent. You have to be consistent with Instagram. You have to be consistent with YouTube. You have to post videos daily. You have to post photos daily. I post 60 photos of myself every single day on Instagram. I post 100 photos of myself on my Instagram story daily. Or else just of myself. Or else if you come on my Instagram, you just see I. Or else that's all you see. Or else you just see I. You understand? Because that's what I promote. I promote I. Or else now the more photos I do of myself, or else the more videos I do of myself, or as the more I do in front of a public, or as the more my name, understand, or as the more my legacy, or as the more I give much more, I'm happier, I'm always doing much better, but I'll be doing some Netflix very soon, I'll be doing some music production, I'll be making sure that I'm always much more classical in what I do. I'll make sure that every single day I'm planning something. I was just yesterday, I was about to do some music production, but guess what, I have to plan it first. I have to plan what I'll make in terms of music. You have to plan your life out before you even do it. Because to just get up on the nice beautiful music production software that I have with FL Studio, you understand I have to plan my music out. I have to plan my life story first. I understand I always take my time. I have all the time in the world. But I never take my time, I invest my time. I never take away from I give my I. So I give something. You understand? I'm always making sure I'm feeding I to the best of my ability every single day. Because that's important. You have to be important daily. You have to understand that anything that's important daily is always giving more of their heart. Otherwise, that's called the I factor. Understand? So understand that anything that's really understanding more throughout life is giving ideas. Otherwise, they're always making sure they have more to give. Understand? You have to understand to give more of those ideas that you have. Otherwise, more of those ideas that you have is what? Otherwise, you have to understand to ask questions about those ideas. You understand? You have to learn what it is. You You have to learn what you need to understand. You have to understand that anything that's comprehending faster and faster and faster is doing their life better. You have to understand that when you walk fast, you're learning fast. Whereas when you learn fast and learn fast and learn fast, you understand that you're also making sure that you're smarter. Understand that smarter people in divine nature are really fast learners. I'm always learning fast because I'm communicating fast. I realize I never slow down for you. I grow faster than you. You understand? I'll grow faster and faster. I make sure I achieve more than you, because guess what? I have to make sure to have my life in more. I understand I never slow down for the crowd. I go above the crowd. You understand? I'll go and put myself above the spotlight. You understand? I make sure that I reach the spotlight. I never have to wait for the crowd to get there. I just grab the spotlight there. Instead, I grab the spotlight because it's for free. Whereas anything that's for free in life is making sure that you communicate daily, because that's very important. You have to communicate daily to live your life. You understand? You have to communicate in a different way. You understand? Because anything that's different daily is smart. You have to understand that anything that's unknown today is the newest way possible. So go the way you've never been. You understand? Or else there any type of way you've never been before, or else maybe even public speaking, or else maybe you never public spoke in your life, or else maybe you've never done public speaking in your life. Because now, if you've never done public speaking in your life, you must do it eventually. You must understand it's a skill. You must understand to build those skills. And what kind of skills are they? I realize it's called courage. I realize just a bit of courage every single day will get you to a public speaker. Or realize just a bit of courage daily. I mean, just invest a little bit of effort into writing more and more and more and more and more and more about your life. I mean, just write about your life. I mean, aren't you passionate about your life? I mean, go and write about it all day long. I mean, just write about your life. I mean, just make a nice, beautiful journal like Anne Frank from 1930s. Or she wrote about her day. Or she wrote about her story back in those times and how she lives life. Or just go and talk about yourself like that. You understand? Or look at my journal. Or my journal gives you so much ideas. I mean, go and grab them. Or every single day I have a journal I post up on my Instagram. You have to go and throw that in the bin because you kicked it. You kicked that, you throw it in the bin. Or that's nice of you. Or that's very nice of you. Thank you very much. Or that's a nice, beautiful attitude. I can say so. Or that's responsible. I thank you very much. You kick something, you clean it up. I thank you. Or every single day, that's how you're supposed to do. You teach your kids to always pick up after what they kick in. You understand? Or if you kick something on the floor, I mean, go and pick it up and throw it in the bin too. You understand? Or that's how you do it. You understand? You go and teach yourself how to really clean life. You understand? Or make sure you're never tossing anything. You're never tossing anything of life. You're just giving. You're giving your heart. You're giving the information of your life every single day. Or else every single day you must be confident. You must be more proud. Understand? Or else when you're more proud, you're only more proud in growth daily. You must understand to keep growing and growing every single day. You have to grow. Understand that no matter what, understand that you must be more passionate about your life. Understand each and every single day, understand that you must go and grow. You must understand that your Father is over here. You must understand that no matter what, I must grow. You must grow all the time, or else either way, understand that either way you must support yourself. You must support yourself all the time. You have to understand you go and grow yourself. You go and be strong. Understand? I mean, be strong today to learn something. You have to do it. You have to do it something. You have to do something in life, so learn something. Whereas now, either way, I'm always making sure I update myself on Twitter, I update myself around the world, but guess what? I have mentors who do that for me. You understand? I realize I go to them, and you have to understand they always update me about the world in my eye. Understand? Because everything is related to I today. Understand that when you're growing yourself, you're supporting yourself daily to become more responsible. So the more your information, or the more responsibility you have. Or the more your information in terms of the more you can give information, or the more you can lead the world. Or the more information you have in your database, or the more interdependent you'll be. Or the more information you have in your database, or the more you can lead people through generations and have a great legacy. Or anyway, you must understand to follow me on my Instagram and my YouTube channel, because I'll give you some ideas. I'll give you some business strategies. I'll give you some planning materials. I'll give you some nice, beautiful quotes. I have over 30,000 quotes right now. I'll give it to you right now. But you have to go and learn it. You have to go and read it. You just have to read it. I mean, read it. I realize it's full of motivation. I realize if you read my 30,000 quotes and more, you understand why you're so motivated. Because I'll give you full of skills. I'll give you full of knowledge. I'll give you something for nothing. I understand that you're not giving me nothing. But guess what? I understand I never expect anything from you. I'm just giving my heart out all the time. I'm always giving something that I have. I have something to give. I come and do a street performance. I come and do a public speaking event. I make sure that I give my best, and that's that. Alright, that's all I ever ask for I just ask for the best in my life. I understand that's why I give the best I can. Understand, when I do that daily, I'm always making sure I'm much more spiritual. I'm making sure I have more of a street performance going on. Understand, that's why I have more music going on. Understand, that's why I practice more and more. Like Novak Djokovic, because he wins championships. I win champions as well. You understand? I win champions too. You have to understand that either way, I'm a champion. Otherwise, I make champions. You understand? I make champions. I can coach the football team of Manchester United. I can coach anything in life. I can coach people how to play soccer too. Because it's not just about the soccer. Otherwise it's about their work life. Otherwise it's about the managing of their life and health and peak performance and communication skills and how to lead the team. Otherwise it's how to cope with people around them. And it's how to teach people around them as well. And it's about what you're eating. Otherwise I'm a conditional coach. I'm a training coach. I'm everything in peak performance. Understand? Because information is how. Otherwise anything that's information is much greater. Understand? So never just be anything other than what. You must understand to ask your questions. You ask yourself questions, but make sure either way to be everything other than anything. You understand? I mean, just be everything in life over anything, or else be everything over anything. You understand? You must be everything in your life. I mean, don't just be anything. I mean, don't be anything at all. You understand? Or else just be everything. You must understand that when you go and be everything, you'll never be anything. You understand? So either way, motivate yourself to be everything, and you understand to never be anything, because that's how I do it. I make sure I'm always everything in my life. I understand that when you're everything in your life, you always never be anything. You understand? Or else that's how I live my life. I live it fully. I live it making sure that everybody has an idea. Or else when I give you an idea, or else I'm more grateful for that. I'm more grateful when I give you some ideas today. I understand that's going to motivate you, or else that's going to drive you, or else that's going to make you dedicated. Or else that's why I'm much more of a dedication. I'm much more consistent about my life. I have more freedom. I have more life. I have more life force daily. I have more to give. I have more spiritual techniques to give you every single day. I understand that's why I'm always living life. I understand either way. I understand when I live life, I learn how. I learn how to live my life still. I'm still learning every aspect of my life. I'm learning how you are reacting with I every single day. I understand that every single day I'm learning from the crowd around I. I understand I'm always learning about how I'm really performing and how I'm really doing and how I'm really self-revising in terms of what I'm doing daily. Because I understand that when I teach something, I teach it in a different way all the time. I understand that when I revise my day all the time, I revise it on a video every single day. I understand that I have 24 hours every single day. I put in a 2-hour video. Now it doesn't have to be a 2-hour video, otherwise I do 1-hour videos every single day. But today is 2 hours. You understand? I give extra. I give extra. You understand? I can achieve 1 hour a day of videos in front of people. I can do that. Now 2 hours every single day is much more difficult to achieve. But I make sure I set goals that I can achieve. You understand? So I'm always making sure I do extra than 1 hour. You understand? But 1 hour I must create all the time. I must achieve 1 hour every single day. Alright, now I don't have to achieve 2 hours every single day. I just do some extra. You understand? I make sure every single day I'm giving extra. You understand? I'm the extra. I say read all about it. You understand? Because guess what? Or else that when you want to read something, you come read what I have to give you every single day. You can check me out on YouTube. You can check me out on Instagram daily. I'll give you so much material of nice, beautiful content that I give daily that's really going to inspire you. Or else anything that inspirational people do, you understand that I'm always inspiring about that. I'm always making sure that you go and be one of them. You understand? Because I understand that's what I am. I understand that's what I do daily, is inspire people. You understand? I inspire you because we're all divine. Or else everything's divine today. Or else divine, or else it starts with divine. You understand? Or else it starts with dive. You have to dive somewhere. You understand? So realize when you dive, you're more of everything. You understand? Or else I understand that no matter what, that it's always make sure that you're much more fluent about how you speak and how you dedicate yourself daily, because communication is key. And communication is everything when you want to live a better life. So if you want to live a better life, you have to learn how to do it. And you have to learn how to plan. You have to learn how to strategize your life around, because life is a journey. And your life must be a story. And you must give that story daily. And that story is an experience that other people can help upon you to understand that when you give your story and your experience, you will help your people how to live life. You understand? Or else everything is my people. You understand? Or else that my people is my divine nature. You understand? Or else you go help divine beings today with your story, and you understand why you'll be great. You understand? Because you have to keep talking about yourself. Or else anybody who loses the fame today is not talking about themselves. Or else they convert to the crowd. You understand? Or else the crowd shuns them and it kicks them down. Or else they kick them down. Or else now, guess what? Or else the crowd can never kick you down. Or else nobody can kick you down. But you need the confidence in you. You have to believe in yourself. You have to understand that I believe in myself. Or else so many people are trying to kick me down. Or else so many people around I are trying to kick my I down. Or else they can never kick my I down. You understand? Or else now I have more confidence than ever before. So nothing can kick me down anymore in terms of my eye. You understand? Because you can never rip my eye socket out. You can never kick it out. You can never kick me out in terms of my eye. I'm always somebody who has my eye around. I understand that when I live my life, I understand I live a greater. I'm giving some ideas all the time because I starts with an idea. I always have one idea to give you after another, and then I just feed you upon what I really do. I understand that I'm always much more grateful. I understand when I'm much more grateful, I'm always promoting myself one way or another. I understand that it doesn't matter that there are not many people today walking around I. You understand? Because what's important is I do the content anyway. You understand? I realize that today, I realize that there are less people than yesterday because I came in a different time. You understand? Although, I realize that the audio content's still here forever. You understand? So realize, either way, I realize that if somebody takes my spot today over here, you have to understand that either way, I have something more. I'm going to do a 2-hour video without the crowd. I don't need them. I don't need them to do the video. I don't need to promote my Instagram and YouTube to them. You understand? I go and do my content anyway. You understand? So I'm always making sure I have a nice, beautiful persona and attitude going that's greater than yesterday because that's the power of habit. Whereas anybody who has a greater habit today is making sure that they're performing and making sure that they are more spiritual. Whereas you have to make sure that what you're doing today is learning something. You have to learn something. Whereas if you're not learning, else they'll fire you from the 9-to-5 job too. You have to understand, to learn, you have to learn more than a 9-to-5 job. You have to understand, if you want to overcome the 9-to-5 job, you have to learn how. You understand? So learn more. I mean, just learn more. I mean, learn more. Go to those people, and I promise you, I'll help you too. You understand? So realize every single day, that's what I do. I understand I always learn, I grow, I yearn more, and I make sure I start with my eye and end with my eye.